we should start to see the progression bar. Et voilà, réception du contenu. Here we are. Here we are. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome.
We're on.
We're on.
All right.
Welcome to From the Couch, episode 5. We are Thursday, February 9th, 2017. I'm completely lost. You know what? I don't feel like Thursday at all.
Oh, no, this
and
was
he's telling me the same thing.
A weird week.
It's kind of bizarre.
Kind of unsynchronized with our own bodies, you know?
Actually, I feel, you know what? All week, I feel like I'm from another planet or something.
Yeah.
Which maybe is the case. I don't know.
Feels like it's Monday every day.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Really weird.
That's the Super Bowl effect, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Well,
that's what happens when you leave my place at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. So, hey everyone, welcome to the live show. We are here every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's 2100 hours Universal Time. Those that wonder what that means, it's simply a way of saying, finding Universal Time is kind of a way of anybody in the world of finding what time it is in their time zone compared to a single time zone, which is right now the same time as in the UK, for example. So welcome, and of course this show, we talk about all the geek stuff of gaming, tech, and just have plain fun and interact with the chat room and just, have fun. How are you, Gabriel?
I'm pretty good. What about you?
Well, not bad, apart from
apart from these for the.
I wonder if
we should call it, Super Bowl jet lag.
But you know what I was about to say is that what they call jet lag? When somebody says there's jet lag, do you feel like this?
I don't know, but it's the. Yeah, I woke up Monday and all I had in my head was like, oh, I want McDonald's.
To answer Tommy Viper 78, we decided to put it up there because since it's a medium and I'm rather a big guy, we don't want to take that and put it into an X large suddenly. So we put it in view, and basically, in the cap is right here. So
these are all mine.
We know that actually Grapple Pearls told me on Tuesday that she thought your cap was ugly.
No wonder then.
Cheers, everyone.
She did answer me on Twitter saying like, "Oh, congratulations for your win. I still hate you." And what did you do with the microphone?
I just took the microphone away from you because I just can't stand it when you talk.
Okay, yeah.
So here we go. Put this here, like this. And here we go. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, we're ready to go. So we're gonna start the news.
News of the week.
So who is it to start?
I believe it. Is it me? Is it you?
I don't remember who started last time. Let's watch our last show.
Be back in 2 hours.
Be my guest.
Okay. Well, I want to start with something that everyone is expecting since the launch of PlayStation 4. External hard drive support. Since the launch of both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it's been really expected because the Xbox does it, but not the PlayStation, which means if your hard drive is full and you want to change it, you have to go inside the console to change it. It's not tweaking or anything. Doesn't cancel the guarantee or anything. But it's a bit of work for anyone who doesn't like tweaking with their machines. So now with update 4.5, which is still in beta testing,
okay,
there will be external hard drive support up to 8 terabytes, but only USB 3 hard drive. So if you have an old USB hard drive that's taking dust, it won't work. You have to buy really an USB 3.0.
Of all hard drives, or well, mine my understanding here, okay, but it could be only USB 3. My understanding here is USB 3 if you want to go up to 8 terabytes, but I wouldn't be surprised but maybe for the speed, probably for the speed.
From what I heard,
because it needs to be fast. It needs to be fast.
3.
Yeah, possibly because it needs to be fast.
And so yeah, the update, it's still in beta testing, so maybe at the end of March, April.
Okay.
At late, I would say
the latest.
The latest, I would say in May, and the update will also bring us other features, of course, like simplified notifications, custom wallpapers, and quick menu overhaul, and also the activity feed of your PlayStation 4 interface. Instead of always just seeing like, I don't know, Gilles is playing Overwatch, Gabriel is playing Gran Turismo. Instead, it will be a little bit like a Facebook feed, if you want. So when you earn trophies or post a video of what you just did, it will appear a little bit like your Facebook feed or Twitter feed, but I guess you won't really be able to post comment like on Facebook or Twitter.
Okay.
But it will be, better. So whenever you want to see what your friends are doing, it's gonna be easier.
Okay.
So.
What do you think they didn't do that before?
Why?
My take on it.
Go on. I'll say mine
after. I think it's because they're scared of people stealing games.
Probably. Maybe they had also some kind of untold partnership with those making, because it's not your regular hard drive. It's 2.5 inches. The regular, I don't know the size, but it's not.
2.5 is a standard laptop hard drive.
No, then it's me who's mistaken. But it's not your standard size hard drive. Let me check.
Okay, because I would 2.5 is usually the
PS4 hard drive is not Bing. I want Google. Oh, well, I'll just check what I bought on Amazon lately.
Okay.
Because I did change my hard drive during winter, going from 500 gig to 2 terabyte. And for me, who's not good with manual labor.
Manual labor.
Yeah.
He's not good with manual labor.
Depend what kind. But it was not the best. So what was it?
Yeah, 2.5 inches is the standard.
Okay, because it's not your regular. It's not the same as the PlayStation 3. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
If you you couldn't just.
Well, maybe the PlayStation 3 still used the bigger, I think 3.5 inch.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, because there's two. There's more than two, but the two main drives are 3.5, which are big drives and desktops.
Well, the PS3 had 3.5, and many people still use 3.5.
And a lot of gaming consoles had 3.5, the big ones.
But the PlayStation 4 was the first to use the 2.5.
Yeah, because it's smaller, so it makes sense. It makes sense also. So, okay, but I do think they took time to do it because they had to think about it and do it in a way that basically they made sure that you could not steal a game through that.
I agree with that. It's just like I said, when you're not good with just doing this stuff, and I told you about my experience. When I read instructions, I tend to go a little bit fast and miss a few steps, and I had just about every problems you can have installing a new hard drive in my PlayStation. Now it works really well, thanks to my brother who was there to help me. But when you're not good with this, just having your regular external hard drive that you can just format with the PlayStation and install and save your games, that's the ideal for
Okay.
me, I believe. For me, that's the ideals.
Okay. So that's cool, having the possibility to put an external hard drive.
Yeah, but I don't think you will be able to bring it to your friend's home since it is connected to one console.
Yeah, and I
This
would.
format to a profile to a console.
And yeah, these games probably do like Windows does. It matches the game with the hardware of the device.
Yeah, that's your day one patch.
So like that,
Nowadays,
they can't
you know
run
that
anywhere
you know
else.
the day one patch that makes like 33 kilobytes. That's to make sure it's not a copy.
Okay, so that's cool.
Mhm.
Cool. Games coming to external hard drives on PS4.
Yeah,
Is it the only console that does that?
Xbox One has done it since the beginning. PlayStation 3 did it too. 360, I believe they did it too.
Okay, Xbox. Every Xbox you can have external hard drives.
360 and one. The very first Xbox, I don't
Okay.
even think there were USB ports in there.
Hard drives didn't exist. Well, no, they did. But okay. Huh.
But yeah,
Cool.
Xbox did since the beginning.
I wonder if it has to be formatted in a special. That's my geek side.
There's
If
you have to download the. I don't know what's the software number right now, maybe 4.32 or something. You have to download the file, install it on the hard drive,
Okay.
so that when you start your PlayStation in no failure mode,
Okay.
it just brings you to the menu and you have different options.
And
Just finish.
Yep.
Whenever you change your PlayStation hard drives to play on another, you must do a backup of all your save files. Otherwise, you will have to go back to the other hard drive if you want to play.
Okay.
But the backup can be done on any USB device, USB key, USB hard drive, anything. It
Okay.
doesn't take that much space. I mean, I had I believe 4 gigabytes of saved files, so USB
Okay.
key is enough for that.
Okay.
But
And
you have to do the backup.
any hard drive will work.
USB 3 hard
Yeah,
drive.
but I mean,
Technically, yes.
you don't have to buy something that's branded
No,
for PS4.
no. Technically, any
Okay.
hard drive will work.
As long as it's a USB 3 interface.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you for that bit of news. Hello, Grateful Pearls, and we have this. Man. So, okay, in my little news, one that's kind of amazing and interesting. It's not, a lot of people told me it's something new. It's not new. Okay, I want to talk about a new fileless attack that is possible. This week we've learned that right now there's 140 and counting, banks, government agencies, and telecom companies that actually are infected with a type of malware that is a fileless malware. What does that mean, fileless? It simply means that instead of being a file on your hard drive that actually is, an executable or anything, it just is in RAM memory. So it's not visible on your hard drive anywhere. It's in RAM running all the time, which makes it extremely difficult to be detected by antivirus, anti-malware software. And this was found by Kaspersky Antivirus. And they say that it's actually spreading, and pretty much everybody that has it doesn't seem to really know that they have it.
But I thought antiviruses were making the viruses.
Please don't start that, okay? We're gonna have a fight in front of the camera. So yeah, but the problem with the computers and businesses is that most of the time these computers are on 24 hours a day. They are always running. So basically, as long as the computer's running, it's there. And since many computers and business, banks, everywhere are always on, the malware is always there. So it's kind of scary because you're thinking, hey, what are the banks? Is my bank affected? What bank it is? and am I gonna have lose some money somewhere? So that's something that's mysterious and interesting at the same time, and shows you just one thing: is that antivirus, anti-malware are not they're they're not good protections. They are doing something, but they aren't protecting you from everything. You really need to be careful with what you do. And it also shows us that a lot of companies are, unfortunately, a little careless with the security. And it's a big problem. We have to make sure.
How many companies still use Windows XP?
Too many already. And it's you're talking about that, but you know what? A friend of mine he works at a big supplier chain for Walmart here in Canada, and was telling me that everything they do is on Windows XP.
Oh my God!
And
the Commodore,
and they don't even plan to change it. They're happy. It's Windows XP. It's like, what? What the hell is that? So but you got to understand one thing. It costs a lot of money. Imagine a company
upgrading everything. It does cost money.
Imagine a company that has 1,000 computers, has to buy 1,000 licenses. A bulk license for Windows, whatever.
But you know what?
And to find out that my software that runs my shipping is not compatible.
Yeah, but in the long term, what will cost you more money? Upgrading your PCs or getting pirated and
having to pay billions to customers that are unhappy because they got bad stuff.
Yep.
It's
you have to spend money to make money.
You know that businesses are typically about 4 years behind in technology.
And the army is 20 years ahead of us.
Well, it depends. It depends on what branch of the army. I see some stuff go by sometimes, and I'm thinking, okay, really, they're still doing that. It's like, okay. I was watching an article the other day where they were saying that some parts of the U.S. Army still rely on using pen and paper because the computer communication system is just too bad.
Funny anecdote. There was an article, I believe, in the Reader's Digest, saying that for years the Americans spent millions and millions developing a pen, an ink pen that would write in space, in the space stations, while during all these years the Russians just still use your regular graphite pencil.
But at least, we got to give one thing here, is that it made major advances in pen technology.
Like a pen to write underwater. How often do you sign contracts under the sea?
Well, you never know.
Unless you're a crab that sings.
A crab that sings. Have you seen a crab that sings recently?
Nope. Only in Disney.
Okay, so okay. What about your second news item?
Well, you absolutely don't care about it, but many of us probably heard about the anime Attack on Titans. It's one of the most popular and most hyped anime ever. Okay. Basically, there are these giants, humanoid, called Titans, that comes from we don't know where, and they try always to breach walls surrounding the cities, and huge walls and everything. There is a brigade trying to stop them when they get too close. And there's one guy who, for we don't know what reason, sometimes does transform himself into a Titan, which is kind of scary.
Okay.
But season 1 came out in 2014, I think, and we've been waiting for season 2 for many, many, many years, and now there is a premiere date for Attack on Titan season 2. It's gonna be April 1st, 2017, this year, and now knowing this, I also know what kind of cosplay I'm gonna see at my convention this year.
I just look at the
but it-
artwork that's with Attack on Titan, and I'm like, okay, that's the kind of thing that I just go through and never.
But you would be surprised on how many people you know
Yeah.
that actually listen to it.
Oh,
People
I'm sure.
you're sure would never watch
I'm
Japanese
sure.
anime.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know. I was sleeping the other day. I don't ask me the name. I don't remember what it was. But on Netflix, I accidentally clicked one of those animes, and I gotta say, I looked at the first 10 minutes, and I wanted to look the rest. So I was like, okay, maybe if I do start watching, I might actually.
There are some pretty good one on Netflix, honestly.
Yeah.
So Attack on Titans season 2 premiere April 1st. That's in Japan, of course, but then 1 hours after you can just find some link with the Japanese version with fan sub in English. So, yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep. Let's see.
So,
do you remember the image of the one you saw? I'm just curious. I'm on Netflix checking about his anime. You just clicked apparently.
Oh, this one.
This one.
This thing.
Which one is this? Rurouni Kenshin. Oh,
yeah.
I heard about it. That's from 1998.
Well, seemed interesting.
Well, it could be.
And two things I need to say just before we continue our news.
Of course, go on.
Because I see the chat going on. To be a admin, I need to have more trust with the people that I actually give admin rights. So you can't be admin just because you're in the chat room for 2 days or 2 times or 3 times. It's really a much bigger period of time. So I'm sorry, but that's whoops. What am I doing? That's the way it goes, and it's not because I don't like you. It's just that it takes a little more time, and
it's nothing personal.
Nothing personal. So, but if anybody wants to be, just ask me, and we'll see who I give it. It's always nice to have many admins. We don't have many admins right now. Are you an admin?
I am, yeah.
Okay, I didn't see it.
I'm trying to check the chat, but it's not always easy.
So, but I do check the chat because I am way too aware of idiots. And also about the picture, I tweaked a lot the camera today because I looked at last week. It's like there's things I don't like. The positioning of the camera, the positioning of the lighting. And I also decided to remove every bit of what's automatic in the camera. So I just directly chose the brightness I want and everything. So 2 times more beautiful men on the couch. And thanks to the lighting.
And I'm still single.
So it's nice to have everybody here. And
that's really cool. Hi Henry, Mad Radio, Patrick.
Yep.
Mario Game Master, Viper Boy.
Yep.
Gribble Pearls, of course.
Of course. And it's nice to have everybody here.
Esade. And
there are a few.
Whoever's here, just say hello.
One that I will trust today because he's an old friend from all the channels. Mad Radio DXer, I will give you moderator status because you
just got promoted.
You have been around everywhere where I do stuff like for months and if not years. So I just want to say,
Sargent.
And
Mad Radio got promoted. So now instead of paying you nothing, we pay you twice nothing.
Yeah, it's a good promotion. Well, we give you fantastic shows. Yeah. What about that?
Yeah. We are awesome.
Talking about news, do you know who Tim Sweeney is?
Yeah, I heard his
of
name
Epic
before.
Games.
Yeah, I heard the name before. I know Epic Games.
He's a complete nut job.
What? Yeah.
That guy.
What the?
That
What the
guy.
heck?
You know, when Windows 10, because I don't know if you know, but when um, Windows 10 started, okay, when it was released, he went on a rant. Anyways, he looks mad just at the picture. He went on a
He looks
rant
retarded.
saying that Windows 10 will kill Steam and games, and that
What
Microsoft
the
just
heck?
wants you to use the Windows Store and will not accept Windows Win32
Is
apps.
this your WTF moment of the week?
Yes, it is. And now, because we've seen new pictures of something called Windows 10 Cloud, which is kind of a Chromebook style Windows that I don't know why they're doing it, because for everything I know about it right now, it seems uninteresting. But you know what? He's at it again. He says Windows 10 Cloud is ransomware.
Oh my god.
And he says that Steam is going to be broken in a few years and that your games are going to be held hostage by Microsoft. You're going to have to pay to get them back.
You know,
what the hell is this guy thinking?
First of all, why would Microsoft break Steam? It brings them probably so much money because gamers are buying PCs to play Steam games.
Yeah.
I bought a Surface to play game on Steam.
Yeah.
$3,000. Holy freaking hell.
Do you think Microsoft would do that? Like, break Steam so it doesn't work anymore? Do you think, actually, the question I have to ask you, do you think there's any foundation, anything that would give or make Microsoft want to do that, first of all?
Maybe one slight thing, but it's just not, I'm not seeing it. The Xbox Play Anywhere program that allows you to play games from the Windows Store, from the Xbox One store on your PC, but still, the choice of games on Steam is just so great. And it's like saying Microsoft is going to become Apple and you will just be able to buy Microsoft.
And you know what? I don't think any of all Windows users, okay? I don't think more than 10 or 15% of Windows users actually go through the Windows Store to get something. They just, install from a download from something like Steam. Steam is a download.
I have 2 apps from their Windows Store.
I have apps only because I have a Windows channel and I look at apps to see what I can talk about.
But I have apps because sometimes my classes are boring.
And there's a Windows Store, so why not check what's inside the Windows Store?
Yeah.
Obviously, nobody does it because there's nothing more. Actually, it was very interesting, by the way. One of the shows that I watch, which is Windows Weekly with Paul Thurrott, Mary Jo Foley, and Leo Laporte. Yesterday, they started talking about how many apps are there in the Windows Store.
Oh.
And they started talking about, and they, so Leo Laporte had the idea of, okay, the most popular letter in any title or anything is the letter E. Let's just type E and check how many results. And it came out at 1,200 results.
Eesh.
And that's when you look at that and you say, if I type E and the Apple App Store for Apple or the Google Play Store, how many results would I get from apps? I mean, I don't think I get 1,000. I think I'd get like 100,000. So, anyways, I don't understand what this guy goes,
What's his name again?
Tim Sweeney.
Tim Sweeney of Epic Games. Okay.
Yep, Epic Games. I don't know what this guy. This guy's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, this guy. My impression is he's a Windows 10 hater, and that's it.
Microsoft has always been the company that opened its platform to almost everything. How many, even today, old games can you still play on Windows 10? kind of in a weird way, but it still plays.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I do have old like Worms Armageddon, for example. You know, a popular one, Worms. I can still play on Windows 10.
Mm-hmm.
It works so, but it is playable. And
You know,
I don't see Microsoft breaking any of what they're doing.
And I can't see
that,
Microsoft.
that would not be to their advantage.
You know, I understand a reason why they would want to do something like that would be to push everybody to go through the Windows Store. Okay? But the thing is, in the state of everything right now, there's absolutely no way they can do that. And I don't even see, you know, they're not even pushing their own Windows Store.
No.
So, you know, it's like
if the Windows Phone was working, maybe they would.
It's like Windows Phone, you know. I mean, they had a chance. They got up to 3.5% of the market, which is, you know, if we'd have a phone company and we'd reach 3% of the people, which is millions of phones sold, we'd be happy. But they just didn't do that thing. So I don't know.
Just having 3.5% of their profits, we would be happy.
It's incredible. So, anyways, that guy's a nut job.
Yeah.
That guy's a nut job. I can't, you know, I don't know. You know, we should stop talking about him. I don't know. Maybe it's better. You know, I'm enforcing internet trolls of some sort. So, yeah. So, okay. Anything else you want to add? Or, yes, something you want
Mad
to...
Radio is actually talking about the Nintendo Switch on the chat. And I wanted to talk about the Nintendo Switch, too.
Really?
You know, it's coming in less than a month on March 3rd in all good stores.
In all the good stores.
And
the stores that don't have it are bad.
And you know, first, before saying what the news I want to talk about, you know, they said there would be 2 million available at launch worldwide. We know that pre-orders are almost sold out everywhere. But we have to be careful with that. Doesn't mean the 2 million consoles are sold.
Okay.
Because with the pre-orders, the seller, the shops choose which percentage he wants to put on pre-sale and which one are going to be available the day it launches for the general public. So we have to be careful with this statement.
Okay.
But you know, one of the big worries that everyone does have about the Switch is, will it fail like the Wii U? And will it replace the 3DS somehow someday? And during a Q&A about the Switch, Shinya Takashi, who is the marketing director, and Shigeru Miyamoto, the father of Mario Bros., both said that they do not fear for the Switch, mostly because it is third-party friendly. The console fully supports the Unity and Unreal graphic engine, which the Wii U did, but you know, you had to work hard to make it work with it. And so this means that, yeah, it should be popular toward third-party developers. And I read something just before coming here today where they asked instead a third-party developers what he thought of the Switch. And the name of the guy, I'll just load the article so I can tell you.
While you're loading it, one little thing that I've heard a rumor yesterday that apparently controllers, even PC controllers, could eventually work on the Switch.
I don't know.
Through some, I don't know. But it's a rumor that apparently it's possible that other controllers could work.
They asked Tyrone Rodriguez, who is the president of Nicalis, a little, game company, and he said that of all the consoles, the Nintendo Switch is actually the easier to work with, which is why they can bring so many titles so quickly to the console. So just from this point of view, it does make it developers friendly.
Okay.
If it also read something about no, it was Miyamoto who said that it is so easy to work with that if you take a game out on PC, you can probably port it to the Switch in less than a year.
Oh, okay.
So that's also a great ad. This week, Electronic Arts announced that FIFA 18, the soccer game, would come out on the Switch as well as the PlayStation and Xbox.
Okay.
So I don't think we have to fear for this console.
There's one thing that I would like to talk about because yesterday I saw it and
just quickly. Yeah, Mad Radio. Greater game catalog than the Wii U. The Wii U in all its life cycle had a total of, I believe, 160 games. There is already half of that in development for the Switch. Excuse me.
So, yesterday I was reading an article that mentioned something that I think would have helped the Switch. They were saying that there won't be a web browser on the Switch.
At the launch, there won't be a web browser, and
the comments is the Nintendo missing out on the possibility to even maybe turn the Switch into a possible tablet.
I saw an article like this on Kotaku.
Okay.
And the article was titled, "Does anyone use the web browser on their consoles?" And it is interesting because...
Well, they don't because it's a shitty browser most of the time.
It is, for example...
Say you'd have a Chrome browser and
for example, on the PlayStation 4, I don't know which browser it is. It is
but it's really don't have a keyboard. It's really don't have a keyboard.
No, there is no
There's
keyboard.
no keyboard. So.
But personally,
I gotta say,
I do use the browser sometimes when I want to watch animes on my TV. It will read videos in these weird formats on streaming websites.
Okay.
It does read them.
But you won't. But it's not good for searching and doing regular stuff.
I'm not going on Facebook or Google or Twitter or whatever with a console browser. Never. Because I prefer to keep my laptop near me or just take out my phone and search on it. And about the Nintendo browser, yes, an opportunity to turn it into a tablet. Maybe. I read some articles about maybe it's gonna play into Apple's yard.
Okay.
By how it's doing.
Cool.
And it won't be available the browser won't be available at launch, but they said it would come.
Okay.
Maybe in 2-3 weeks, maybe a month after it's in development. Maybe it's just not complete.
Okay.
And Nintendo, they don't take out stuff with bugs. If you've ever played anything from Nintendo, there is no bugs.
Never?
I won't say never, but I challenge you to find one.
They probably have a very high standard that before it's released, I would say.
In old games, maybe they had, but now, good luck finding them. It's not the kind of bugs you will find just by, playing your casual Mario game. You would really have to, you do this, that, this, and that. You press B, select, up, A, B, and then something happens.
Uh-huh.
So just those no life who finds them.
Yeah.
So Nintendo games don't have bugs. Neither does the console, usually.
How big is the screen to that Switch?
I don't remember. It's
5 point something?
5 point something, I think, yeah.
5.1 is what I have in my head, I'm not sure. But,
screen...
Okay, 5 point something means it's like an iPhone 6s or 7s. It's like one of those big screen phones.
6.2.
Oh, 6.2.
6.2.
I gotta say it's close to a tablet in size, and
close to a tablet, and
they could put an on-screen keyboard.
And they, like I said at the beginning,
they could put an on-screen. It's a touch, eh?
Yeah, the screen's gonna be touch. Nintendo is not exploiting it yet.
Because they could have a keyboard and a browser.
And one of the fear of the investors of Nintendo is that
Okay.
it could replace the 3DS.
Hey, I know something about
And
games or game consoles.
and they're reassured, no, the 3DS is fine. But you can see that, and it's true, lately, maybe it's because, the Switch is coming and everyone's going to buy it. The 3DS is hard to find. In store or on Amazon, it's hard to find a Nintendo 3DS.
Because it doesn't sell enough and people
No.
don't. Or
It's still the leading console. I believe 3 million.
Is it because it's selling too much and they're not
we don't
doing
know.
enough?
We don't know. We don't know. 3 million sold in 2016 in Japan. So it's not a problem. It's not a console problem. It's
okay.
But I believe maybe it's just they are shortening the supplies a little bit. That's my thought.
So you're going to Switch?
Just in case that
you're going to Switch. No?
People would like the Nintendo Switch, and instead of shipping too much consoles to the retailers and having them stuck with it for until Christmas.
Where do you buy these stuff? 3DS and stuff like that in a regular like a Walmart place? They should have.
They are usually you can buy them.
We should go around town and
Walmart, EB Games, or GameSpot if you're.
We should bring a camera with us and go around town trying to find consoles. That'd be a fun day.
You can find them on Amazon.
That'd be a fun day.
Of course, on Nintendo's the Nintendo store.
We did 20 Walmarts.
But that's one place though that people never think of going. Walmarts, they sell consoles. And when the the PlayStation 4 came out, it was sold out everywhere. But you could still find them at Walmart.
That's because people don't think about that. But you know what? Yeah. I'm surprised at the choice. The other day I went to the Walmarts, the new one that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised at the number of routers they have. It's like Walmart has like 8 different models of routers from big companies like D-Link and Netgear, Cisco, and all of that. It was like, wow, really, Walmart?
Yeah.
Okay. They had the cheap ones at like $20, but they had one which was $235, which is an expensive router for. I'm sorry, I'm gonna pass a judgment in my comment for people that go to Walmart. I'm really sorry. Everybody goes to Walmart, but I mean, what I mean by that is that I never think of people at Walmart as being people that buy expensive tech.
No.
But they go there because they want to have the cheap stuff.
But I must admit, the few times I went to Walmart, when I go there, it's for the electronics anyway.
Most of the time, yeah.
And there were like these USB keys, like 2 times 32 gigabytes for $16. Okay, I don't know the brand, but I don't care. It's cheap. I'll try it.
Give me your USB key and I don't care.
So yeah. The Switch, I mean, it's going well, I believe. It's gonna sell.
It's gonna be interesting to see through 2017. Anyways, we'll have numbers and we'll see, how many sold.
Allow me to go with the chat room.
Yes.
And say something.
Please.
Patrick Manny is asking if the VR is catching or going the way of the 3D. I believe VR will catch, but I saw something today or yesterday, I'm not sure, that since the judgment on Oculus, many demo spots in Best Buy have closed.
Yeah, actually, because they're owned by Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook closed 200 spots, which I think is half of the spots in Best Buy right now.
And I believe that's dangerous because VR is still in its
I have
baby steps.
One more thing to add to that comment, because what I've read also in another article is that apparently the reason they are doing this is that the VR spots, the VR
demo
spots that they have seems to be not good enough to show the real power of VR.
Okay.
And that apparently they were retiring them not because they don't want to have them, because they think it's kind of it's not showing the real possibilities.
But still, I mean, is it the real reason, or is ZeniMax putting pressure on them?
Well, you know what? The first time that I saw the article, I was thinking, okay,
Oh crap!
something is happening with
You
that.
know that they won't say
Yeah.
it until it's official. So
So it's possible because I thought the same thing
and
exactly.
if you remove the Oculus,
I
what's
thought the
left?
same thing
The,
exactly.
the HTC or the Samsung, one of them is using the same technology, which would mean they would have to retire it too. What's left? The PlayStation. You know, it's in all this saga. I just hope ZeniMax doesn't make a fool out of itself and just shut down Oculus like this.
You know, if I were them, I think there's a way of at least just getting a agreement.
I hope.
Especially if there's money behind it, you know.
Yeah,
I think
hope.
they can have an agreement. But I thought the same thing as you.
And
And to give my take on VR, okay, virtual reality, I don't think it's very different than 3D.
oh yeah.
And
You have to try it
But-
before judging it.
right now, I think it's a very niche thing. It's
Yeah.
like very specific market
But-
that will use it. But I don't think it's dying. I think it's still a hot item. It's just that as
The-
we
appa-
will need.
Apparently, the PlayStation VR experience of Resident Evil is quite something. I would crap my pants playing this with the VR helmet.
All I can say is I saw something really amazing with some VR.
Well, I saw
and
something this
That's also one of the reasons I know that it's like really not.
Well,
going
there
to,
is something really cool in Japan that came out this week. Sorry, I'm just going on.
Go on. We're
But
here for that.
It's actually
We're here for that.
some kind of VR virtual reality cabinet. Something the size of a really small room. You know, like your regular public bathrooms and concerts and stuff.
Okay.
And in there, this is a complete virtual reality experience
Okay.
with all your senses involved, except for the taste.
Okay.
But you know, you enter there and there is stimulations for, of course, the eyes is virtual reality, the touches.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but
We
it's not champagne. Don't worry, it's beer.
so touches, hearing, smells, and even something that would simulate walking or running. It's some kind of, like I said, VR cabinets. It's in Japan, and right now it's only a pay-per-use activity. So you go at a place and you try everything. There are only 3 games available right now, which are
Okay.
G.I. Jockey, so a horse racing game.
Okay.
There is an Outer Sense game.
I want to refresh your beer.
Yep.
I think.
And there is
Okay.
also a VR version of Dynasty Warrior, you know, kind of fighting game. And it's actually the company, Koei Tecmo Wave, the makers of Dynasty Warrior, who created this VR cabinet.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty cool. It's really like a small room in which everything can be experienced. And I can see this someday coming into our homes.
Okay.
Maybe not tomorrow,
Well,
of course.
I do think, yeah, I also
But,
see it.
You know, you put it in a corner in your room. It's, you know, a few square feet.
I see.
And it looks cool. It looks neat.
I see VR coming here when, you know what? When, say, you and me have a VR headset, that not only we see the reality around us, but we still see each other. So that means we don't lose contact.
Oh yeah, okay, I get what you mean.
Because we're playing together. It's not
Yeah.
isolating us from each other.
I see VR getting me when they take out a game, an massive multiplayer online game in a fantasy world. You know, a Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, and anything this kind. This will get me.
But still,
Because, you know,
Yeah.
the headset with a microphone in which you could really interact with people elsewhere, that would give you the real feel of interactions. And to be honest, and it's not the first time I am saying it here, I want a dragon in my backyard.
yeah, well, you know, it's just funny. But you know what? The
But I
HoloLens.
agree with you.
But one thing about the HoloLens, you see your environment. So the HoloLens means Of course, you will see your.
Oh, because you tried it.
But we have. Yes, I did. Don Desir is a local beer here. This is a big bottle because you couldn't find the.
Six
We
pack.
couldn't find the six packs nowhere, so he bought the big bottles today. But these have a cork like a champagne bottle.
Well, this is roughly 2 regular bottles anyway.
So, but
So,
you know,
yeah,
it's we have a lot of these beers
the
with corks
HoloLens
here.
looks cool.
So HoloLens does make you. The only thing about HoloLens, at least that I'm allowed to say, is that the field of view of VR,
NDA.
it's like watching this,
Okay, yeah.
and it feels weird because of that.
Mm.
The day that would become the whole field of view, now that'd be interesting.
Talking of VR, I just want to ask something to the chat room. If someone in the chat have a PlayStation VR, tell me, playing a game that's not made for VR and the big cinematic mode, which is like a 5-meter screen in your face, that you have to look straight, but if you look around, you have to look around to see the edges of the screen. But playing a game like this, is it still cool, or is it just so-so? Because there are not many games for PSVR, and some games I would like to play with this huge screen, which is like having your face inside the screen.
The Man Radio the Youngster says he plays games with his racing games with his Rift.
Oh yeah, the Rift is nice.
That must be cool.
I tried the Rift with,
that must be cool.
With some demo tech, but I also played the Rift with what's the game from Ubisoft? Eagle something. It's
I'm not a gamer.
Eagle Flight.
Oh, Eagle Flight.
Eagle
okay.
Flight. I actually tried it as a playtest at Ubisoft. I can say it because the game came out.
Okay.
And it is really cool.
So you tried that before it came out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I also tried many games that I just cannot talk about because they're not even announced.
Well, I tried many hardware stuff that's.
But I want to know.
We're not even sure they're going to be out.
If anyone does have a PlayStation VR, playing a game with that huge screen, which is like having your face on the screen, is it cool or is it just so-so? If anyone have one, if not, well, I still like you anyway.
One of the things that I'd like, is to try a few things. I feel like buying, one of the simplest VR, if you want, Google Cardboard. And in the United States, there was a time when you could buy a box of cereals and have a Google Cardboard inside.
Yeah, I saw it.
One of the things that I'm tempted to get is the Samsung VR.
Apparently it's nice.
I'd like to see that. So
apparently it's really neat.
Maybe in the next few shows, who knows? Maybe we'll try it together and tell everybody what they think.
I do have a few ideas. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
It depends on our finances.
Our finances. That's a big problem. And you know why we don't have too much finances? It's because we need help. And we need help. How do we need help to get more finance and get more stuff, cool stuff to show everybody?
Well, if anyone wants to just encourage us, you can, of course, follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
Watch the show.
Yeah.
Facebook is facebook.com/FromTheCouchOfficial.
Cool.
Twitter is @FromTheCouchGuy.
Cool.
But if you want to, give us a bigger push and really help us improve this show as much as possible, you can make donations, money donations on PayPal, which is
FromTheCouch@Outlook.com.
Yeah, FromTheCouch@Outlook.com. Or
Patreon.
On Patreon, become our boss, basically.
Yeah, basically it's pretty much that.
And it's patreon.com/FromTheCouch. And like we say every time, any donation is appreciated, whether it's 50 cents or $1,000. We all like it as much. And
every donation is accepted. And to give you an idea, just to give you an idea of how we are trustworthy, on my radio channel, somebody gave a donation and didn't look at the amount. And when he actually gave the donation, instead of being a smaller amount, it was a huge amount. And the next day, he came up to me and said, "Hey, I gave you too much. I made a mistake in posting the amount, and I really need that money back. And you know what? Except, of course, the portion you wanted to give me. And you know what? There's no trouble. I'm giving back. It's like we're not
trippers.
We're not here to steal. We're not here to, we're here to entertain and have fun. So even if, you do.
And we do need to make a living somehow.
Of course, and it's always fun. And, we're trying to do all of these things. We're thinking, even later on, I have a few things I want to talk about. Maybe adding even another show with my nephew where I'm in the year where, I want to do a gazillion things. And we see how it goes.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah. So, and let's already thank everybody that gave us support already.
Of course.
Huh? That's pretty cool.
Of course. Just pretty you being here is already really cool.
Some great people.
Yeah.
So, okay. I might continue a little bit.
Yeah, go on.
One that I want to really talk about is the Vizio.
Yeah.
Vizio Smart TVs.
Yeah, I saw it. I heard about it.
Hey, your TV's watching you while you're watching TV. Do you know that?
Well, I'm quite sure my tablet is watching me and I don't know it either.
So, well, don't start Windows 10 rumors here.
But yeah, I saw it. Vizio
So,
TV.
basically, Vizio is in hot water. They paid $2.2 million fine to the Federal Trade Commission in the U.S. because when you're watching TV, they're watching what you do, and they are actually selling that information about you to third-party companies. And you know what? I viewed that, and as a tech guy, I always thought that the people that put a little tape over their camera on their laptops were maybe a little too
paranoid.
And now I see this, and I'm like,
Well,
maybe I should put a tape over the cameras and the things,
My take on this, I don't agree with what Vizio did, of course, but I have to say, it's just being the devil's advocate.
Okay.
Everything is already spying on us anyway, whether you post on Facebook or Google. But the fact, but it's the fact that in this case, they didn't mention it anywhere. On Facebook, on Google, on anything, when you check the user agreement and say yes, okay, now they have the right to spy on you. But with the Vizio case, it was not even mentioned like in the manuals or anything.
What Vizio should do is when you turn on your TV, instead of saying Vizio, it should say, I am watching you for 30 seconds before you get your content.
Replace the O with an I. Replace the O with an I. But that's just my take on it.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem, I believe, is that they do not tell you. That's the thing. If they tell you, you have the choice whether or not you want it.
Here's the thing. I don't agree on the fact that you can be spied on, even if you tell me.
No, I don't agree with it either.
I don't agree. It's like Windows 10. Everybody's complaining and going crazy with the privacy settings in Windows 10. Okay. At least we gotta give one thing to Microsoft.
Yeah, you can turn it
off. Switches are there. You can turn off almost anything and leave just a very small bit of,
Yeah, that's all right. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree.
If they were, I think if they were bad guys, they would not have these switches. And Vizio is a bad guy because Vizio doesn't tell you, and they were doing it anyway, and that I can't agree upon. I really can't accept that.
Well, maybe
I'm sorry. I think Vizio should be out of business.
Well,
maybe I'm extreme in thinking that.
Maybe a little bit, but maybe you could see it like Vizio in this case is chaotic evil, and other companies who put on switches are, these kind of lawful evil. Let's say neutral evil. They try to respect the law.
Evil.
But they do like, this little chaos that, we're gonna spy on you.
Yeah, well, at least we're talking about Vizio. But I don't know.
And personally, I'm a lawful evil. I respect the law, but I like chaos.
Okay, that's why.
Chaos entertains me.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't,
No, it's
there's a lot of things that, look, honestly, you get a new credit card, okay? When you accepted that card, did you read that little text that says, oh, by the way, we're going to sell your personal info to another company so they can call you or tell you we have this product?
Yes, didn't you?
Did you? No, I did not.
What? You did not?
Hey,
oh my god.
A 50-page
no,
agreement.
Oh my god. No, I mean, no, seriously. You did not read it.
You know what's the joke with that?
South Park?
The joke with that is every time I go to a client and the client asks me, oh, that license agreement in Windows or with any software, what do they say? And I always tell them, what it says is they do everything they want and you just shut up and that's okay. And they always start laughing and saying, really? And I'm like, I'm not that far off.
Basically,
that license agreement tells you don't own anything, you can't do anything, and they can do what they want.
South Park had a great episode about it in which, the fun thing was like, okay, everybody reads it except for Kyle.
Yeah.
They're like, you didn't read it? And he then agrees to become a human centipede.
Oh, man.
they're all like, yeah, but you agreed to it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I didn't read it. Well, that's your problem. You're supposed to read it.
Oh, my God. I need to see that episode. Must be interesting.
And you have, like, the Japanese guy in front. Oh, what should I eat? Vanilla paste or fish? And Kyle trying to say that, we just eat the vanilla paste, but he has his mouth sued to do it.
Yeah, to the
like,
other one's butt.
And yeah, what you saying? Fish? No. Okay, I will eat the fish.
Oh man, Human Centipede is that thing that you just like. What the hell was that movie?
Oh boy.
Just quickly, okay, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on that one. Twitter.
Yeah.
You're on Twitter. We're on Twitter.
More or so.
I'm on Twitter. I don't know. There's a lot of things. Even today, Twitter's in trouble today. The stocks went down 10%. They're not making a lot of money. But I know what. You know what? There's a lot of high-ranking people, artists, actors that left Twitter because Twitter is just a bunch of trolls trying to say you're an idiot. And at some point you're like, okay.
I don't need to troll to say that. You're an idiot.
You are an idiot also. That's why I hired you. Where else could I get somebody so cheap to make a show that's $0? No. That's a joke.
That's true.
We are close to $0.
That's true. I actually spent money today.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Grable Pearls says,
kidding.
I hope Twitter doesn't go away. I think Twitter has its space. It has its own way of doing things. When they were thinking of taking the 140 characters and making it like unlimited, please, I don't want to have like a 30-sentence paragraph before I do something, or I have to read this really big text. 140 characters is cool,
but people still find ways to say crappy stuff only with 140 characters.
And so I do like Twitter. I'm one of the rare people that like Twitter. Actually, I gotta say, where my rant would go? I actually hate Facebook more than I like than Twitter. Facebook is starting to get on my nerves.
I'm about to flush half of my friends.
I think we have a better life if we don't have a Facebook.
I saw the grocery store this morning, Facebook gift cards for games. I was like, are you serious?
Do you think that gaming thing could become as big as Steam or anything else?
How much money do you think Candy Crush on Facebook make?
Too much.
Yeah.
And that's not
And
just that.
and that's when I think, well,
They make money with the people, and then they annoy everybody saying, "Hey, you got an invitation to play Candy Crush from."
Was it,
know.
when it was a Farmville, this post that was like, okay, if you send me another Farmville invitation, I'm going to burn your farms, kill your cow, and make you eat your chicken by your ears.
But I like Twitter for what it is. You just have to concentrate on who you follow and what happens. I try to be, concentrate my Twitter stuff to the important stuff. I'm okay. One thing I got to say, I haven't had a troll yet that tells me you're an idiot and being attacked.
I can make one.
And of course now
I can make one.
Since now I'm saying it live, probably I'll get tons of it.
We will
But,
all send you a tweet.
that
would be funny.
I'm not there yet. I am there on. What's broken?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube comments. YouTube comments is where all the idiots hang out. There's the great comments of people that I like, but when you're a YouTuber, one thing you'll find someday, when you get 20,000 subs,
yeah,
and that you get like 100 comments a day.
Yeah, I'm still in 19,950.
You'll see that out of 100 comments a day, 60 are, "You want to sub to me?" or words I cannot say here because they're just not nice. And I'm an idiot, and I'm this or that, and it's like, wow.
I just tweeted you.
So, you tweeted me. Well, it should appear on the screen at some point if everything works well.
No.
So, anyways, Twitter has three new rules. And to try to help with, trolls. And I think they do have to fix that. Like, I'm sorry, but YouTube needs to fix that also, okay? There should be a way.
YouTube need to fix their robots. When they contact you for anything, you know what I mean?
Nobody contacts you.
Can we speak to a human?
Only machines talk to you on YouTube, and they don't talk to you. They just say you're dead, and that's it.
Can we speak to a human somehow? Even if he's in India, I don't care. I want to speak to a human.
You know what, Mag Radio DXer has a comment there that's interesting. Where people find the time to post. You know what? Those frustrated people that just can't.
Trolls you.
They will never tell you in your face that you're an idiot.
Nope.
But I can tell you one thing. Now they're behind a screen, and you're not there. So now they feel powerful.
And the summum of those idiots are those, they commit a crime and they post it on Facebook or Twitter. These are the idiots that believe that, oh no, I'm behind my computer. Nobody will know who I am.
Yeah.
Well,
they're hiding behind their screen because they're just too weak and too, they're too scared of really telling you in your face.
They want attention.
And, let's not give them importance and make sure that we just ignore. It's like, have you ever gone on a forum and you're asking, okay, how do I do this with whatever, okay, your PlayStation or anything, and you go on the forum where everybody has an answer, and you look at the 2,800 posts, and you have to go to the 175 posts to, oh, that's the answer. Because the 174 posts before are just, well, are you talking about the version 3 or the version... And you want to say, one is shut up. Please shut up.
If you don't have an
What
answer.
the hell are you commenting for?
Yeah.
Do you mean with that controller or that... Hey, it's super clear. The question is clear. Shut up.
The basic stuff. How do you do this? How do
when you go...
What?
When you go to clients and it's like, okay, I've got a blue screen when she wants to play Candy Crush. Because, yes, as a tech guy, that's part of... When I play Candy Crush, my computer crashes. And, you feel like telling her, because your computer was right for you. But you know what? Basically, is that you go to forums because there's a specific error. and that's like, okay, Candy Crush is crashing when, I don't know, she gets more than 6 candies in a row. And
you go to.
you get your forum and you go like, the forum is like,
Oh, I
okay.
also have this problem. Oh, me too.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
What can I do?
Oh, on Windows 7, I don't fucking care about the Windows version. I just said something I shouldn't said. It's like, you know what?
You have 3
It
strikes.
has, it's just please, okay?
We
And
just
then
want an answer.
you get down to halfway of the post and it's like, oh, you just gotta, go in Candy Crush and remove this little check mark. And you're gonna see it's okay. And it works. But you know what? Please, stop posting when you don't know what you're talking about, okay? Patrick Manny says blue screen on Candy Crush is okay. So anyways, I finished my main news.
It's all right.
You want to say hi to the chat room?
Hi, hi chat room.
Hi, chat room.
I would like to answer Ivy Nat on the chat room, who is asking me if I play online PC game. I'm not an online gamer at all. I don't like playing online because usually when I get there, everybody is already level 98. And they played like 36 hours in one day. And like I said before, virtual reality would maybe bring me to online games. But no, I'm a solo gamer. I play on my couch. I just want to play my basic games, have fun, and when I finish the story, I just go elsewhere. So that means I don't play Call of Duty, I don't play Battlefront, I don't play Overwatch, I don't play all these games that everyone hears about. I don't play them. I play your basic platformers and RPG games.
I played a few PC games online, and you know what? When you just go online and you get killed after 30 seconds, all you want to do is just, okay, forget it. It's not fun.
Mad Radio DXer. Have I played Final Fantasy 15?
Wasn't it like your main page on Facebook?
If you want to know what game I'm playing at the moment, you check my Facebook.
Okay.
Page.
It's always a game?
It's always a game.
Okay.
The main game I'm playing is on my Facebook.
I did see Final Fantasy 15.
Well, to answer Mad Radio, what did I think of Final Fantasy? I'll try to be quick on this. I don't really want to make a full review.
I'll go cook supper, and while you're talking about it...
Maybe you should. For me, For you, Mad Radio, it feels rushed, the combat system flawed. I will say, as a game, it is good. As a Final Fantasy, it is so-so. Not because of the combat system. The combat system is okay. My main concern is the storytelling. Final Fantasy 13 had the worst story of all, but combat system was cool. Final Fantasy 15 is kind of the same, and it feels like, with Final Fantasy 15, they took out an anime, an application for your phone, a movie, and the game. I feel like they should have just take all of this and put it in the game. The anime, who's about the character's past, put it as, side quest that when you play them, you got those cinematics about what happened in the past. And of course, chapter 13 of Final Fantasy 15 feels awfully rushed. You just walk and fight for an awful long time for nothing. And last week I said that the first DLC about Gladio will come out on March 21st, and about Prompto, I think, in June. But the open world in Final Fantasy 15 feels like it's there because it's an open world. It's trending where we will put an open world, but instead they should have taken the Final Fantasy movie Final Fantasy 15 movie as a prologue to the game. Everything happens, around it, and it's not the best Final Fantasy I played. That I will admit. I don't regret pre-ordering it. I pre-ordered the regular collector's edition, which was cool.
Okay.
But I'm okay with games evolving. That's not the issue here. The fact is, Final Fantasy is about amazing storytelling. And you feel like everything, at the end of the game, everything was dropped too quickly. When you switch chapters in the game, instead of having, cinematics that tells you what's happening, all you have is a screen saying like, chapter 4, Noctis and his friends are going to the town of whatever.
Yeah.
And you don't have anything, you don't know what's happening during this time lapse. It doesn't feel like a real Final Fantasy, it's okay, but not a good Final Fantasy as much. And that, I must admit, since Hironobu Sakaguchi, the father of Final Fantasy, left Square Enix, the game has come
I love this
crashing
guy
down
when
slowly.
when he tells the names of Japanese people.
Hironobu Sakaguchi.
It's kind of nice. I always like it.
I take the Japanese accent.
I'm
so
like
that's my take on Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
I will play the DLCs if they are free, and I believe they will be. It's not a bad game, but I feel I'm not sad I pre-ordered it, but I also feel kind of ripped off since they said afterward, oh, we will include more stuff in it. So, yeah.
It's like in-app
Yeah.
purchases.
Oh, and by the way, for Final Fantasy fans, I'm going Saturday to the Distant Worlds Musics from Final Fantasy concert in Montreal, which is the official orchestra of Final Fantasy. It's gonna be my 5th time. And every time I go with my brother, and every time we ask one another before buying the tickets, how much do you want to pay? And all the time it's like, just take the best tickets available. It will be awesome anyway.
And how much are the best tickets available?
Well, actually,
if it's not
no, that's
in
all
the
right.
street.
Well, we kind of made a mistake this year. My brother bought tickets that cost $110,
Okay.
which is good tickets. We are first row at ever, the very first row. We believe it will be a little bit too close,
110.
but after 5 times we don't care if we are too close. But I would have liked the more expensive tickets, which are 180, because they are VIP, and this year the special guest is singers Riki, who actually she's a girl. She sang the main theme of Final Fantasy X, Suteki Dane. She will be here in Montreal, Canadian premiere, singing the song, and I would have liked my disc of Final Fantasy X signed by her.
Oh, man.
That would have been so cool. But my brother bought the tickets. I don't take it on him. It's all right.
I hope not.
But I did check if there were still some VIP tickets available to just go after the show.
Okay.
I mean, you don't know, but Final Fantasy X.
No, it's quite alright. If I was your age and some guy decided to do Commodore 64 concert at the Olympic Stadium, I would have probably paid to see that.
And Final Fantasy X is really something to me. It means something to me. It's the first Final Fantasy I really played for a long time. And the 2 songs they will play, that one with the singer and the theme to Xanarkand, are like the 2 most beautiful thing I heard in a concert in my life.
Okay. So that
was my emotional moment of the day.
And now that he's blabbered for 28 minutes.
And by the way, my necklace is the necklace of the main character of Final Fantasy X.
Okay.
All right. Now you can
I'm
talk.
wearing the official shirt of the poor guy.
Yeah, you can talk. I will go
I
to
will
the
answer
bathroom.
Patrick Manny. They wants to have a cork beer. You know what, Patrick? I will be happy to send you one if I can, with no problem. And Viperboy 78. Actually, that question is a question that I can answer a little more, maybe.
Question for those watching after.
And Gabe is not coming back, by the way. No, joke. Okay. Tommy, Viperboard 78. VR headsets for phones. If he has a Samsung phone, there's the Samsung VR. So in a Samsung phone, Samsung VR. But if he's got an Android phone in general, Google Cardboard, a very basic one, is surprising. Viewmaster, there are quite a few headsets for VR on Android and iPhone. So Cardboard is interesting because Cardboard is actually the cheapest and kind of a very surprising little thing. But Android, there's quite a few. So check it out. There's Homido VR. There's what is there? There's the Fit VR headset also for Android and iOS, and these are interesting. And there's tons of little headsets that don't cost that much. I mean, I was looking the other day, the Samsung VR Gear VR was like $69, and I was like, not very expensive to experience VR out of your phone.
I feel 10 pounds lighter.
Okay. So, anyways, there's tons of little VR stuff, and that's pretty cool. So, you know what? Let's take just a few seconds to say hi to Esedev, to Elektra Thomasen in Sweden. Sweden.
Yeah, Elektra Thomasen is
Sweden.
Your TV just
No, my
shut
TV
down.
just shut down because it just froze. It does that. Oh, it's okay.
No, it's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Elektra Thomasen, hi. 1990 Sunbird. Who else? Bobby Burgess, of
Bobby
course.
Burgess,
Always
Viper Boy 78, which is also AKA Tommy, that we have 1990 Sunbird. And by the way, I've seen many posts talking
Norway.
where's the cat.
Sorry, Elektra, not Sweden.
Oh, Norway. I was like,
Sorry, buddy.
I almost said Norway.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry for we didn't want to insult you. It's like if somebody would say, "Oh, you guys from the U.S." It's like, no, we're from Canada. We're from a decent country that has a decent president. Oh, sorry. We're gonna get some hate mail for that. You know what? I'm gonna get some hate mail because I'm the one who sees the hate mail.
Aden Guardado.
And
Aiden, hi.
I can't read lips. Aden Guardado, where are you located? Tell us where you're located, everybody. It's nice to have a little, Grapeville Pearls is in one of the southern states. Fastload is located in a weird country and city called Montreal, Canada, but that's one of the weird places in the world.
Yep.
It's like a black hole. It's like a black hole, basically. And yeah, of course, Sunbird 90, I know. Thank you for Jean is a bad boy. And what else do we have? Rad Radio DXer is also from my radio channel.
Major Sargent
in Southampton, England. I have the impression when I hear Southampton to the Titanic.
Yeah.
The Titanic movie.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Southampton, it's like I don't know why I have the Titanic in my head.
Well, they're gonna put back Titanic on the big screen on the 15th for the 28th anniversary of the movie.
You know what? Actually, I would go back to the movies to see it.
Text me.
Really? I might sound like really.
I went for the 100th anniversary of The Sinking.
I would actually go to the movies to watch it again.
I like the movie
on a big screen.
I like the movie not for the story, but for how beautiful and how nice it does depicts the Titanic and how
Hey,
it
Carol
was
T
made.
from Oregon. A odd place called Oregon. I don't know if there's some states in the U.S. that I spell like probably like a really, one of the fantastic U.S. citizens, and some states that I just pronounce weirdly. I'm pretty sure. Please, no Celine Dion on this chat, or I'm gonna block you. I'm removing Mad Radio DXer. You mentioned Celine Dion again. I'm removing your admin rights. Joke. Hey, Carol T. Nice to have you on board. Adam Guardado is in the USA. Peter Sargent, Manchester. Hey, Peter Sargent. So Norway, we have tons of people. Birmingham, a town called Dudley. Dudley, you never had that, but we had Dudley locks. That those
had
numbered
one.
locks. It's a Dudley.
I still have
Dudleys
one.
are the good ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it comes from somebody's making in there or anything, but. What else do we have? Oh man, what else? Yeah, probably the Chinese are building like everything that already exists, and
even their own souvenir that they bring back to their country.
Yeah, take a kayak. Oh man.
So where were we?
Where were we? So hello everybody, Gribble Pearls, North Carolina, USA. And you know what, Gribble Pearls? I gotta tell you, if I go to North Carolina, I want to meet with you, and we have a little glass of wine and talk about good stuff.
And we go see an expatriates game.
Not the bad stuff, the good stuff. And so, I'll be happy. And by the way, what do you say? If somebody comes to Montreal,
of course,
we'll be happy to meet.
He's invited.
Anyone.
Here. He's invited as a special guest to the show.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Come to Montreal, you're
You
invited.
guys would be really surprised at what it looks like behind the scenes.
Oh.
It's that behind the scenes look. It's like somebody told me once on one of my radio shows, oh, you should put a picture of behind the scenes. And I said, I'm not sure I want to see behind the scenes in my case what it looks like. So, oh man, Mississippi. That's cool, Viper Boy 78. Mississippi Southland. That's nice. Grapeful Pearls. You know what? Grapeful Pearls will actually throw you out of her house because you want to see a Patriots game.
I'll leave my shirt home.
So, Ivy Nat, hot where I'm at. Here it's rather cold.
Minus 16
Here it's
Celsius.
rather cold. I have my beer and I have to take a sip, but I have my beer for the last 10 minutes or something.
Well, take one. Don't get sober.
I'm the drunk guy in the two, so no, I think we both have that little.
We have the genes.
The genes, yeah, the genes for that. So okay.
Let's get back to business.
I guess we have to.
Yeah, we have to finish the show someday. So
by the way, I got a question that I just want to answer. Last week we did a extra show.
Yeah,
that was
the after hour.
Totally
unplanned.
It's like, okay.
That was cool.
I looked at him and I said, hey, I want to start the camera and do another little something. And we were actually surprised by everybody that joined.
We had more views on the after hour than for the actual show.
That's funniest thing. It's a Don't It's You. Yeah. Don't It's You here. I'll show you the bottle. Don't It's You. So it's a gift from God.
Yeah, kind of.
We got a gift from God. Yeah. No, that's the stuff you don't want to drink.
Okay. I was like, are there a few drops?
He said there's a few drops at the bottom. No, that's the stuff you don't want to drink.
So what's your question?
And so somebody asked me, is that going to be every week? No, it's not. It's going to be surprise, surprise. And we did it once, and we will do it again at some point. But it's not something we'll do every week. And, we're just going to have fun. And that's it.
Okay. And so, what was the question?
So that was the question. Are we going to do this every week?
No.
And no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it again. That's for sure. But we're not going to do it every week. So, it's like... Okay. You have an app of the week?
Well,
I'm
yeah.
afraid to ask him with the name that it has.
Well, yeah. You actually know I
Okay.
had quite a strange
Oh,
and
man.
boring week when I want to talk about the application. Toilet times, mini games to play in the bathroom.
What? Toilet times? Is that on iPhone? On Android, sorry.
It's on iPhone at least.
On Android.
So basically, it's you just click the play button in the application. If you can see here, really best I can do it.
Yeah, if you're, so yeah, I can
And
see what's,
mini games start rolling, and you have to reorientate the pipes so that the water goes in the right
reorientate
direction.
the pipes.
Goes in the right direction. There is one in which you have to
Oh man.
to remove the toilet paper from the back of the lady so she meets her boyfriend happy.
Okay, here's the Android version of Toilet Times.
There's a game in which you have to sort
Toilet Times, a bathroom game.
men and women in the right bathrooms. All sorts of weird stuff, bathroom related.
Really?
And okay, would I play this in the bathroom? Not really, but in the bus or just while waiting for something at home. It is fun because you play. When you succeed, there's a game in which you have to
Okay, question.
to tap on the cockroaches.
Did you test it while actually pooping?
No, I didn't.
And
I don't want to.
I had the impression that if I play that while I'm pooping, it's gonna go back inside.
But it's just when you succeed, you go to the next level, and then it gets harder and harder.
Ah, man.
And not a game I would play in the bathroom, honestly. But
okay.
It's quite fun.
Okay.
And
honestly, answer this question.
Yeah.
Are you taking your phone with you when you poop? I do. Okay, and I'll answer it very, very seriously. I actually, and they're gonna really, really go crazy on this one. I actually take it and play Pokemon Go because I wait till there's a Pokemon. Because every time, I don't know why, every time I poop, there's a Pokemon I can catch. I'm sorry.
No, I very, very rarely take my phone with me.
Who takes his phone with him or her when he or she poops? You know what? Before I take a book or a tablet, now I take my phone. Well, that means, you know what? If you know me and you take my phone, hope that I really clean my hands.
Yeah. You didn't take like your Febreze can and read what's behind it?
Patrick says we need not know.
But no, honestly, I rarely take it unless we are in a conversation of some kind and
Okay.
And by the way, for a complete review of this application with in-app images, you can just go on my channel right after the show. A video will be posted.
What is your channel?
My own channel is the Proud Geek channel. Just search on your YouTube search bar the Proud Geek. You will see my face somewhere. And yeah, I post, if you like everything that's geek related, gaming, anime, superhero movies and series, just follow my channel and you will get stuff every week. Him is technology. Am
I?
Yes.
Really?
And I'm all of the rest. Okay. All that's left of the geek stuff.
Okay.
So you can subscribe, and like I said, right after the show, a complete review with in-app footage of Toilet Time, mini games to play in the bathroom.
You know what? Fastload in the chat room said you should develop a game called iPoop, and I just typed iPoop in Android, and the first that comes up in the search is Stadium Horn, iPoop, and then it's Poo. There's an app called Poo with weird.
Okay.
Places I've pooped.
Oh, so it's like Facebook,
Oh, man.
but Facebook check-in, but with
Let's okay, change
Oh,
subject. I have something more
650
useful.
people went to this gas stations.
So it's like doing an app that's gonna say, "Oh, somebody pooped here 33 minutes ago." I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I hope this one nobody pooped in for the last week. So
So what's your app of
what's
the
my
week?
app of the week? At least mine is of a better taste. Gabriel
you-
Pearl says, "No, I do not take the phone in the bathroom with me. I don't ever want to be tied to that tech that bad." Oh man. No, but imagine, someday there's gonna be sensors gonna say, "Hey, your poop is halfway out."
Oh, it's clinging. It's clinging.
Oh, you got some. Okay. My app of the week.
Oh, it's greenish brown today.
I can't talk now. I said status last boot 3 hours ago. Are we really, really having fun talking about poop? That gives you guys a little bit a side of our mental age.
Don't you like Mr. Hanky?
Ah, man, Mr. Hanky. Yeah, well, he's quite a particular.
The Christmas poo?
Oh man. Okay,
Okay.
my app is for those that are extremely serious in their tech. I there's one in the chat room that I know that's very serious with her tech news. It's Grateful Pearls because she's always sharing all sorts of things. And
Fast load comments.
just the word makes me laugh. So
Well, don't look.
Okay, Appy Geek, not with an H, APPY Geek. So Appy Geek is what we call an aggregator, which means you choose the sources of the tech news you want. So it could be gaming, it could be really hard tech stuff, whatever, Android, whatever, Linux. You choose the sources of your geek news, and you get tons of news every day of everything that's happening in the geek stuff.
I have it on my iPhone. It's really cool. And I like to use it once in a while.
There's one thing that I just kind of find a little hard is you really have to choose carefully your text sources because you eventually get, like right now I get tons of posts of, okay, there's 99 plus posts on this and 99 plus posts on that, and it's like, okay, whoa, you really, really need to go through that. That's probably the painful moment.
If you choose Apple and iOS, for example, it will be the same news for both.
But also you gotta be even more precise because if you just choose like iOS, you're gonna get hundreds of posts of news every day. You have to even go further in and say iOS of this type of apps or
and luckily you can check at what time the post was made.
Yeah, absolutely.
So okay, it was made more than 24 hours ago. I already checked it.
So
Oh, and you know what?
Mm-hmm.
This application before was available on the Windows Store, and it's not anymore.
Oh, it's true. Yes, I remember it was on the Windows Store.
Many applications were on the Windows Store and are not there anymore.
Yeah, no, actually, it was on the Windows Store.
I
remember
it for a time.
But a lot of apps are removed from the Windows Store.
That's weird.
You know what? It's not taking on. They see that there's that the Windows Store doesn't work. Grateful Pearls. This is from a U.S. company, and it is actually made. The outer part of the case is made of metal, with the inner part made of plastic, and it is apparently there's even a warranty that comes with it. I don't remember the name. I need to check the name of it again. But there's a warranty with it. Is that if I drop my phone and my screen or my phone breaks, they are supposed to buy me a new phone. Apparently. Now, I obviously didn't try it yet, but I did try one thing. I did drop it with the case at least 3 times, and my phone is still totally intact. So it seems to do its job, and I think they did it in a way. If I look inside it, it says no. There's a logo, but I don't
What?
have a brand or anything. So there's
What?
kind of logo inside. I need
What?
to check it out.
What's the question or what? I missed.
No, Grapeful Pearls asked me what's my case
Oh.
on my Galaxy S7, and they have both the case for the S7 Edge. The S7 Edge case actually has a little dent or dimple here on each side because of the edge of the screen. And I mean, I lost this. I dropped this at least 3, if not more, times, really hard on the floor. It's still intact, so I guess this casing, and it's rubberized. It's metallized here. It's rubberized on the edges, and it, you know what? I love it. It has the buttons just right in the right
What
place.
kind of case does Gabriel Pearl have on her S7 Edge? I don't know. New England Patriots case? I would have one.
What do you have on your
Ravens case.
Raymond's case?
The Baltimore Ravens, yeah. I guess.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
she's a fan of the Ravens, if I remember right.
Oh, that's sad, Bobby. It's always sad. You have that moment, you drop your phone, and then you are just on the edge of a heart attack until it's like, oh, it's all right.
6 days after I bought it, I dropped it in a snow pile. 6 days.
A big snow pile? The kind that it's hard to find, or?
No. But, still it's like,
I remember.
And some morning, I would, you wake up, you take your phone in your hand, and I don't know what I did, but I just took it, and it did, and flew all the way to the end of the room.
There's the thing. A Baltimore Ravens case, and it's gorgeous.
I don't hate the Ravens.
You know what? One of the funniest stories, well, funny today because it was okay. When I had my first, my iPhone 5, I got out of the Apple store. I walked 3 corner streets, and I dropped it on the sidewalk. No case. Really dropped it on the sidewalk, no case. And I picked it up. On the edge, there was a dent, but everything was okay. And I was like, I don't care if there's a dent on the edge.
You go back to the store
works.
and say, hey, you sold me a phone with a dent on it.
Yeah, well, I would probably have tried. It's like, well, it was like this in the box. It just got out. It was like this in the box. But I don't know if it would have worked. It did remove the little stickers that make it really hard to remove it from the box. So, I don't know. Oh, man.
Right. So, shall we go back to some news, maybe? We have some time left.
Tablets are amazing. My iPad fell to the floor and...
You still have an iPad?
Yeah, because I read books with it. And that's pretty much the only thing I do with my iPad is read books.
Yeah, like the old ladies where I work.
The old ladies where you work, okay. I'm an old man. I'm an old YouTuber.
Yeah.
There should be a YouTube golden age.
Yeah, where are your gray hairs?
Well, I got pretty much a gray beard.
Oh, well.
Pretty much.
You can buy just for men.
Yeah, I could, but I like natural.
This show is brought to you by Just for Men.
What did I
Perfect
do?
for beards.
What did I do? There's an iceberg on our screen.
Weren't we talking about the Titanic earlier?
Yeah. Okay. So,
So do you
bits of optional news I want to talk about?
Do you like Marvel stuff?
In general, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Did you watch the Netflix series? You know, the Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage.
Okay, Daredevil, I watched the first season.
Second season is good.
I didn't watch the second season yet because the first season, I got to the end and I was like,
Yeah, I know what you feel.
that's kind of, yeah, I don't know.
Did you watch Jessica Jones or Luke Cage?
I did not watch no, I didn't watch anything else basically in the
No?
series. No, no, I did not really watch anything else.
Well,
in
anyway,
the Marvel side.
Okay, well, anyway, I don't care.
Okay, what do you ask me?
Just letting everyone know that a new official trailer for Marvel's Iron Fist series on Netflix came out a few days ago. Iron Fist is the last of the Defenders, which includes, of course, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage, which means that maybe next year we can expect the movie of the Defenders, because that Marvel said we want every Netflix series and then we do the movie. So, and I looked at the trailer. It looks cool, and it's this basic story of the orphan whose parents died in a plane crash and he reappears someday.
Okay.
But
mysteriously.
Yeah. And the funniest part of the trailer is at some point someone asked the characters of Iron Fist, "Where did you learn martial arts?" In a way that's like asking like it's impossible that he learned martial arts. Yeah, well, I don't know. In Montreal.
Just a question: who's that actor that's doing it? Do you know what's his name?
No, I didn't check.
At first,
I checked the trailer. And
I looked fast, really fast at your picture that you posted on the OneNote stuff, and at first I was like, "Is that the guy from Wolverine?" Because he's bearded and everything, and he's really hairy, so
I don't think that's.
But no, I don't think so.
Let's go.
But quickly, if you look quickly,
let's go on Wikipedia.
It's it looked like the guy from Wolverine.
Not that much.
No, quickly. I'm not. You just if I stare at it, yes, it's not him. But I mean, you just look real fast.
Finn Jones.
Oh, Finn Jones. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, all bearded, airy men look alike.
So it will start in March.
Okay.
And it looks cool. I will watch it.
Well, I
will binge watch it. It starts on a Friday. I will binge watch it and tell you about it on this show right the next week.
Because you talk about it, I'll probably watch it because I don't want to look like somebody that knows nothing about anything. So I'll probably watch it.
You know nothing about what I say anyway.
Watch it. So I will watch it. Well, surprising. Well, One thing that I want to talk about is, do you know that now Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Facebook has this safety check if there's a catastrophe, and say you're in Japan because you decided to go to Japan. There's a huge earthquake. You're stuck there. Facebook is going to tell me Gabriel's okay.
And what are you going to do about it?
Nothing, because I can't do anything about it. But at least I'm going to know he's alive. But now...
Wow, what a relief.
Now it's going to even tell you that your neighbors are okay when there's a local catastrophe. So depending on if you like your neighbors or not, it's a good or bad news, but you will know that and they will even tell you how you can help your neighbors.
Yep, that's what I saw, that you could, check when a catastrophe happens.
Yeah, it's activated. You know how it works? It's activated when there's like a peak of post about something happening.
And you could check okay, I have bottles of water. If you need help, you can come here. You could check in like this.
He's going to look. There's going to be a catastrophe on my street, and he's going to say, I need beer.
I have enough alcohol in my bedroom.
Exactly, Mad Radio DXer. If you hate your neighbors, then it's like, oh well, I'm sorry.
I cannot protect you.
Oh really? He's dead. If I looked at my Facebook, I would have known that he needed water and food and some kind of medical attention.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, I
didn't-
didn't watch my Facebook. But I know that he needed these 3 things.
Do you want a candy?
Oh man, but that does happen, Mad Radio DXer. I can understand.
The neighbor would step over me if I was laying on the sidewalk. Yeah. Sadly, that's what happens in most.
My
cases.
neighbor, well, on the north side of where I live, my neighbor is like 94 years old. So if I need something, I'm not even sure she can even go up the stairs up to where I live. So that's going to be kind of complex a little bit. That's really do the extra. Gabe, get a message on Facebook. She'll need more Spain to mold.
I'll bring him.
You mean it's the end of the world? No, I mean I want to have a fin du monde.
I'll bring you a Sleeman. Deal with it.
Sleeman, you cheap.
Yes.
Sleeman.
Yes. When it's the end of the world, I keep my money.
I want 12 fins du monde, so like that. Does it hurt when we move like this? I don't know. I don't feel anything anymore.
Oh my god.
My crippled pearls. One of my neighbors is Gladys from Bewitched. She is so nosy. Oh man. Okay. Any other little things you want to talk about?
Are you still playing Pokemon Go?
Well, no, because it's too cold. But yes.
Well, I'll be honest.
I am playing. I just told you when I poop.
Yeah, true.
I get a Pokemon.
Well, it's cold, but I'll be honest. If there's a Pokemon I still don't have, yes, I will make a detour, even at -20.
You want to have a good one today?
But,
I was on Pokemon Go this morning, and it's the first time that I've ever seen that. The radar told me there were 4 Pokemons I did not have.
What?
All really close here.
What? Porygon, Clefable.
And I was like, really? Okay, what did I do?
Anyway, for those who are still playing, the Valentine's Day event is now on.
I did see there's more candies.
Yeah, you get twice as many candies. Your buddy Pokemon gets a candy at half the time too.
Okay, so I should. But it goes on till when?
Till
it's not very long.
Till the 15th.
It's like, okay.
A week. 1 week.
1 week. Okay.
But my opinion. Yeah, I still play Pokemon Go because there are still Pokemon I don't have, but they need to take out a whole generation of Pokemon really soon.
Not just that, you know what? You want my take on it? They need to do something new also, because
trades, PvP battles.
It gets a little annoying. So look now, there's this one here that I don't have, which is a.
You don't have Onyx?
No, I don't have that.
What? Come on, they're everywhere.
And this one
is
what?
Chansey? Okay.
That's a Chansey?
But come on. Onyx, you don't have an Onyx. Come on.
I know. Hey.
Did you ever go to the
I don't even have Pokeballs anymore. I need to go outside
did you ever
and
go
freeze my ass to get Pokeballs.
Did you ever go to the Olympic Stadium in your life?
Yes, but not playing Pokemon Go to do something interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little more than 6 months since the game came out, and I mean, they need to take out more Pokemons more quickly, because when I get all of those who are available, I have no reasons to play. Seriously.
Well, there is no reason to play, except, you're just moving on in the levels and...
Yeah, and
that's it.
The next generation is 100 Pokemon, and we still haven't seen any legendary. They should have done something.
But there needs to be something that's going to pump
you don't
up.
know them. Those legendary Pokemon, the 3 legendary birds, Mewtwo and Mew, they should have done something, an event of some kind that it will be available somehow, somewhere, wherever you are.
Oh, by the way, you see also that there's going to be in this event, your lures are 6 hour long.
6 hour long
instead of 30 minutes.
But
wow.
I think Pokemon Go is the perfect case.
I'm gonna stand outside at -20 for 6 hours to wait for Pokemons. Yeah,
Well,
right.
I believe this is the perfect example of a company who made a game. They made a lot of money, and they don't really care about their customers.
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect
And they're at
example.
$1 billion. They're at $1 billion, more than $1 billion. Yeah, Mario DXer. I believe they're that guy that had like all the Pokemon for some reason.
Yeah, there was one like 2
Yeah.
weeks after.
But you know what? There's, one of my best friends works in a place where it's like the perfect place to work for Pokemon. And it's like, last time I met him, he was like missing only 4. And you're like, really?
I'm missing only 4.
You're missing 4 now? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm missing
And
a ton.
I put them in my buddies, and
I'm missing a ton.
my Dratini is a buddy, so because it's easier, I'll get Dratini candy and maybe get a Dragonite.
Not even that, Carol. And at Perry Island, there's not even a Pokemon. It's like Perry Island is Pokemon Hole.
But
there's nothing there.
If they just take out, there's like 7 generations of Pokemon. If they wait a whole year before taking out the next one, this game won't last 7 years.
Pokemon with parkas.
This game won't last 7 years.
It's a cool game, and it was actually extremely cool for the first.
They need, in my opinion, to take out a new generation, which is about 100 new Pokemon, at least every 6 months.
Carol,
in order for the game to really survive.
Carol, don't think poor Jill, because you know what? If there'd be rare Pokemons at the expedition at Perry Island, you know what? Instead of having
I'd join him.
Instead of having radio videos, you would get nothing because I'd be just hunting for Pokemon. So it's better like that. So
So yeah, I believe if I get all Pokemons before they take out some new, I don't know if I'm still gonna play.
What was I talking about, Viper Boy? Talking about a few minutes ago. I'm just trying to remember what. The Facebook safety. Maybe you were asking. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be out in the next. And you know what? One of the cool thing about that Facebook safety check. Mm-hmm. Do you know that it's not even Facebook? Like themselves as a company that decided to do this. It's a group of employees that actually manually coded in Facebook the ability to do that. And that's cool. And you see that's a company that, if you got a good idea, why not try it? Okay. It's supposed to roll out in the next weeks or so. So this year, if something happens, you'll know when your neighbor is right or not. Okay. Quick note to say that you are watching the From the Couch show. This is episode number 5.
Shouldn't we say the show from the couch?
Or the show from the couch. Same thing. Yeah. It's the show from the couch.
Grammatically
well, it depends. Because if you talk about the name of a show, you can say you're watching the From the Couch show. It's like saying you're watching.
But we are doing a show from the couch.
A Netflix show. But it works in both ways for us. Because you're watching from the couch
show. Error.
You're watching the show from the couch. And next week, I'll be alone once again. So hope you're enjoying the show. We really are enjoying ourselves while we're doing this.
Yep, I am enjoying myself.
Anything else you want to say?
Quickly, did you see the new trailer for Breath of the Wild, the next Zelda game?
Well, I did see it was out. I did not look at it. I did see one article in my stuff that said it was beautiful.
This last trailer shows like most of the sceneries and environment. It looks really cool. There is a touch of mystery. You don't know what's happening.
The games are beautiful today. They're beautiful today. These games are really beautiful.
It looks cool. I don't know if I'll buy a Nintendo Switch, but it looks cool. And by the way, I found my next birthday cake.
Okay.
I want this cake.
Okay.
I want this cake.
Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna see that in a month's time.
I hope.
A little more than a month's time. Because we have an agreement. We actually do our
We have to discuss about it.
Christmas party like together because we're like 8 days apart.
Christmas?
Christmas? Did I say Christmas?
Yes.
our okay, our birthday party.
Our Christmas is
Christmas?
8 days apart.
Yeah.
Are you celebrating Hanukkah?
Yes, I do. No, our birthdays are Christmas. Our birthdays are 8 days apart, so we kind of do a combined party for both. And by the way, let's check something here. I'm
on
curious.
Sunday. You're on Monday.
So that means that in between we'll have a show.
We'll have it. Of course, there is 8 days. Of course, we have a
So
show.
that means on Tuesday, the 14th of March, maybe we could have some kind of special
Or
birthday boys party.
or Thursday the 16th.
Oh yeah, that's my show on Tuesdays.
Well, I don't mind. I can be here on Tuesday too. I don't care.
Thursday the 16th of March.
If you want, I can be here on
Thursday. I know why I always think about my shows. I'm very selfish.
We can do two parties.
I think about my shows all the time.
I don't care. We can bring a cake every day.
So yeah, maybe we could have a little something.
That'd be cool.
You know, for Thursday the 16th. What do you think?
We'll discuss it after.
Maybe
the show.
even like a birthday cake with some candles or something.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah,
That could be a good idea.
But I don't have 50 candles.
So you don't need 50 candles.
He's not 50.
You don't need 50 candles. You just need 216. I'm from another planet. So
You're a Vulcan.
anyways, that's cool.
Anything else you wanted to say?
Yeah, just Sony that makes a smartphone camera sensor that can now shoot at 1,000 frames per second. I mean, that's gonna be
Quick.
kind of cool. For slow motion videos, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like opening a bottle of, beer with the cork going out. It's like, we'll have a 1,000 frames per second.
Sealing your bowling cauldron.
But no, it's kind of cool. It's the advancement.
At 1,000 frames per second, you seal your bowling cauldron.
The advancements of technology,
that's cool.
Well, of course, what that doesn't answer is, 1,000 frames per second. But what's the quality of the video coming out?
480i.
Oh man. 20p. What? 20p. Okay. So, anyways, that's kind of cool.
8-bit.
That's kind of cool. 8-bit video. With all the gaming today, and why not? Let's do an 8-bit video mode for cameras.
Yes.
You know what? Everybody's gonna go crazy. I can bet you, if we do an 8-bit mode in the iPhone and in Android phones, everyone's gonna say, "Oh, look at that! You look like that with 8 bits." Anyways.
Speaking of gaming, just
8 bits.
want to say, Grand Theft Auto 5 reached another milestone. They not sold but shipped a total of 75 million copies of their games.
Only?
And the game has been out for more than 3 years. It means also that they sold more than 5 million during Christmas times, which is amazing for a game 3 years old. And I believe, we were talking about it last week, how much games needs to sell to make a profit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the case of Grand Theft Auto just shows that when you have a good and a great game, it will sell.
It
will sell.
Yeah.
And since the launch of GTA 5, both the normal game and the online mode have surpassed every expectations in every fiscal quarters.
Now, I have a question for you. Is there not a weird moment in your life when you're you're running over grandma or something in Grand Theft Auto, or you're just stealing someone's purse and just
and
is that not like a conflict in your head that's like, this is bad, or it's just like, this is so cool? Because be careful when you answer that question, because it's like,
I guess there is a conflict, but when you play, it's like, oh well, what's more fun than just taking your car on the sidewalk and
Okay.
sniping police officers?
Oh man. You know,
You know you need a car. The guy is coming at you. You take a sniper. You snipe the guy. You just see the car going in every directions, and then the guy is dead. You can take the car without worries.
you know, I'm trying to remember what's the name of that game that I really love, which was you take taxi runs around. It's on the PC.
Crazy Taxi?
Was it Crazy Taxi?
I don't know.
3D game that you just go on and you basically you should
Must have been some kind of Crazy Taxi.
you have to take clients and bring them wherever they want as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I got bored at some time, and it's like instead of taking clients, I would run over them with the taxi. Oh man.
And yeah, GTA 5 is fun to just run over everyone. And you go near an 18-wheeler and you just take time to shoot every tire, and then you
Okay.
see it just trying to accelerate, but it just goes so slow.
Oh man.
Yeah. Or shooting police helicopters with a bazooka.
There's something wrong with that, but I don't know.
It's better than doing it in real life.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, will you
yeah.
buy me a bazooka so I can shoot the police station downtown?
No, because I will probably be part of the people that are accused of doing it.
Yeah,
But,
so I will do it in GTA and
okay.
don't complain.
Yeah.
Anyway, this game is for mature.
So,
So
do you think, in the reverse spot, that maybe cops are playing GTA and killing civilians because they just feel good about it? That's the dark side of the life of people. Man, we have a dark side. When you think of games like Grand Theft Auto, I mean, come on. That is the dark side of the human being.
yeah, but I believe for some people it is a way of when you feel like you just hit or push grandma in front of the subway.
Push grandma in front of the subway. Okay.
Just do it in the video game.
That sounds so weird.
It will relieve your frustrations.
Really? Okay.
Well, part of it at least.
Okay.
It is a
Do you think it changes the that some people?
I don't think video games are responsible for crimes, if that's the question.
Okay.
I think that
Of course.
in this
You want to shoot cops with a bazooka.
I think that the biggest part is, parents buying Grand Theft Auto
Oh, man, yeah.
for their 7-year-old child. No.
I remember
No.
Carmageddon. Yes, Carmageddon. Yeah.
I believe that's where the problem starts. If you're 18 years old, you're old enough to know what you're buying. But if you're a parent and you buy Grand Theft to your 7-year-old kid, I don't know who have a problem.
Okay, we got a name for a new show, by the way. Patrick Manny says we need a fireplace. So maybe we should buy a fake fireplace and put it here in the corner. And now we'll have from the couch, and we will have fireside chat.
When I read quickly, I read fireside cat. I was like, what? Does he want us to put the cat on fire?
Paul the cat in the fireplace. No, I would not do that. Yes, I remember Carmageddon a long time ago.
I don't really have anything interesting else to say.
Nothing interesting? Did you have something interesting to say today?
Neither.
So, hey, anybody in the chat have a question, have something they want to...
Yeah, ask us anything, or
Sure.
almost.
Yeah, almost anything. Anything is a little too wide, but almost anything.
In this last few minutes, from the couch,
Yes.
at Jill's place,
Yes. Yes.
share our awesomeness with your friends.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Are you listening to what I say?
Of course. Of course. Actually, I have it automatic mode. When my nephew talks, my ears shut down. I don't know why.
It's the same.
How's shortwave reception for me today? I have not turned on any radios today, Carol. I know you're gonna tell me what the hell you doing, but no, I didn't have time, so I did not check shortwave reception today. But tomorrow I'm gonna, by the way, just for the
Records.
few people that are actually on my radio stuff, I am postponing for now the wideband hangout, the wideband show, which is on Fridays every 2 weeks. I need to have a little more time for me, and so tomorrow, though, Carol, tomorrow you'll know what propagation looks like. So I'll be posting tons of videos of the Texan PL600 versus the Texan PL680 versus the DGen D1103, and I don't want to bore everybody else with radio stuff, but that's going to be tomorrow. And I will release my shortwave radio frequency list tomorrow in the evening. So that's tomorrow. But apart from that, I haven't done any radio. Actually, I haven't turned on a radio in at least 4 days, Carol. 4 days. Gives you an idea of how I have time to do something in my life.
You have a life?
Yeah, I do have a life. Well, you know what, Fastlow, I think the best way will be to meet at our favorite karaoke bar, and we'll exchange 2,600 for a beer. What do you think? I think it's a great way to do something. So for sure. So well, yeah, that travel ban and the tech stuff, from that president of yours is creating a lot of stuff. What is there here? Is there a difference from Pokemon versus Digimon, or are they trying to copy each other?
Okay, that's an interesting question. I can answer it quickly. There is a difference. I mean, neither was copied on neither at first.
Okay.
Digimon is a digital world, and Pokemon is, those pocket monsters, Pokemon.
Okay.
And no, they were not copied on one another because they both came out roughly at the same time.
Okay.
So they would not have had time to copy each other. I remember when I was a kid, I would watch both Pokemon and Digimon TV show on Teletoon. But I do believe that today they are influencing each other's because neither know what to do to keep their audience. So one is copying the other and vice versa.
Okay.
But there is a difference, and it's hard to explain. You have to see it to understand it.
No, Carol, he talks about Teletubbies.
No, I said Teletoon.
Teletoon.
But no, Digimon and Pokemon are not the same. It's not the same story at all, either.
Okay.
I
have no idea.
I understand why
I have no idea.
People can believe one copied the other, but they both came out roughly at the same time, so no, I don't think...
Like Fastlow says, variation on the same team.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, variation of the same team.
Okay.
And they could not copy each other, I believe, because they both came out roughly at the same time. So it was, too quick to just, he has a good idea, we'll do something. That was too quick.
Patrick, you know what? The day Cortana can take out the garbage, I can tell you that Windows will be on 100% of all computers. Oh, man.
Just got a Digimon, Mad Radio. What, a Digimon game? Okay, yeah, Digimon game. Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, just wanted to say really quickly, if you guys are gamers, right now on Steam, if you haven't played Deus Ex Mankind Divided...
What?
Yeah, whatever for you.
Can you repeat the name?
Deus Ex.
Okay.
Mankind
All I
Divided.
hear is sex.
Deus Ex.
That's my...
Deus Ex.
Okay.
So if you didn't play Deus Ex Mankind Divided, it is now under $20 on Steam instead of full price of $70.
Oh man.
And on PlayStation 4, today, at least in America, you have to check if you're in Europe, Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primals are at 60% off, which is like from $70 to $20. Watch Dogs 2, 33% off. Tales of Zestiria, 75%. Rainbow Six Siege, 40% off. And Rayman Legends, 65%. So, depending on where you live, this is like games coming from $80 to $15. Check this out if any of these games interest you. It's really cool. Of course, for the PlayStation games, you need to be subscribed to the PlayStation Plus program, but still, it is worth it.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna buy some of these games.
Funny we're talking about Cortana. There's an article on NeoWin that says Cortana can now remind you to do things like take out the trash. So, well, she doesn't take out the trash for you, at least. Mine.
She's gonna take you out.
Well, that's good, Grable Pearls. You know what? I think that that's taking a very wrong direction with that on that travel ban and everything. I mean, come on, okay? And you know, at least there's one thing that I like is the fact that he's not able to do what he wants. There are laws and rules and regulations that will say, look, you can't do that. And at least I would hope, you know, we often talk about laws and, you know, regulations that are sometimes not really, you know, on our side. But at least, you know what? They can also be on our side and not on the side of a president. And that, at least.
Come on. Donald Trump, president of the world.
Gabriel Pearls doesn't want us to talk about and say that name. She wants us to say him and nothing else.
Oh, so it's the one who we cannot name.
The nameless president.
Are we in Harry Potter?
Yes, absolutely. And really, Grable Pearls likes Cortana. Really helpful in my old age. Reminders are cool. You know what? There's even actually in the latest build, I saw something that was really, really amazing about Cortana. By the way, is that yesterday I posted a video on my channel about half an hour before going to sleep. And because my TV is on also a insider preview, I looked up in my TV on the right side, the Action Center said, oh, by the way, you posted a video on YouTube. Do you want to continue doing something on YouTube? Because if you click here, we'll bring you back to the YouTube page you were on the other computer. And I was like, oh, really? Cool. Okay. That's kind of nice. So it's really, really nice. Trump or Bieber? Oh, man, that's a hard one, Mad Radio DX. Trump or Bieber as president? You know what? Bieber for a simple reason. Trump is idiot in certain ways that Bieber is idiot in other ways. And because he's innocent and doesn't understand anything, well, okay, I'm talking about Trump also finally. But, you know...
Did you hear the rumors of these are just rumors, but leaks from the White House of Trump's at 3 a.m. calling the defense secretary about an economic question because he doesn't know anything about anything.
He doesn't know anything about anything.
It's only been 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks!
Oh, man.
Only 206 left.
Hey, you guys, there's one thing you got to be proud of. We've never, ever talked about a U.S. president so much in all the countries in the world.
Oh, boy. Is that a good thing?
Now, you know, I try not to say too much because, you know, some people watching are actually pro, you know, and anyways, you know what? By the way, we should really, really try not to talk too much about that because 2 weeks ago we did mention that guy and talk about that guy because of one of my news items. and I got some hate mail from some people saying you should not talk about that. So, okay, well, anyways, that's life, okay?
Oh well.
And we've lost the chat room for some reason, and I think it's the TV.
All right, so go on your laptop for the
So,
chat room then.
And no, you know what? You want to continue on for just a little bit more, or what?
It's up to you.
I have no problem. You?
It's your house, not mine.
Okay. Well, ask the chat room. The chat room wants to continue a
Chat
little
room.
bit.
Do you want us to continue?
I'll just go and try to.
Yes.
I'll go pee.
Can you stand up?
Yes, I can. I'll go pee, and you know what? I'll be able to restart the TV because I have this new laptop that has an insider's preview on the TV, and it actually is always making my TV freeze all the time.
Okay, so he just said that his laptop makes the TV freeze. So while we're at it, why not make a little PR for my channel? Yay! You're happy about it. Follow the Proud Geek channel, anything about gaming and geek stuff, except for computers. I post once in a while, gaming news every day. That's cool. And any of you who's playing video games on any console have a question for me? Take a chance, you can ask me, and I'll try to answer you. Oh, and Paul the cat is here! Come on. Come here. You cannot see him, but Paul the cat is on the couch. You can see his little tail right here. Paul's tail is right here. DX the cat, yes. You've lost your place, and like I said, they cannot see him, but I can see his little tail.
That sounds so wrong. But you know what? The reason why he's appeared is because I can change into cat form now.
Okay, so what?
So you're a cat or a human.
You're a witch?
Yes. Well, a wizard maybe.
A witch or a bitch?
I'm a bitch witch.
Aww.
Oh man. Hey DX. Hello there.
Well, I think
say hello to everybody. Here we go.
I don't know if the chat likes your ass, but
yeah, I know the chat doesn't want to see my ass, but it's okay. Hey, DX is here. So yep. And what else do we have to talk about?
Well, quickly, just want to say, if any one of you have friends who like video games, bring them to this show. Tell them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell them I am here, that the awesome Proud Geek is here. That's it.
That's one thing that's always complex about, how do you make,
how do you increase your audience?
Increase the audience, increase the viewership, and, yep, I got my cat video. We'll get 1,000 views because of the X.
1 million.
1 million. Anyone would... Okay, who wants to subscribe to my new cat video, my cat channel? It's going to be called Paul the Cat. And he's going to be featured every day, in all sorts of environments, in the backyard, chasing,
mice,
bugs, and...
drop from the fifth floor.
Being friend with a skunk, because basically he's friend with a skunk.
Does a cat microwave?
Radio DX or me?
Does a cat microwave?
No, I will not put DX in the microwave.
Alright, in the oven?
No.
Come on.
You are just crazy.
You're boring.
Oh, man. Beautiful Pearls. Hasn't that light behind the couch set the Pat's hat on fire yet?
I will still have the shirt.
And now, let's see if it burns. Woo!
Does it microwave? Oh my god.
Let's put it now to the 300 watt spot and see if it works. Well, I'm not kidding, Gripple Pearls. If it burns, it burns. So the Galaxy S7 is a fantastic phone, so you can't go wrong with that, and it's actually one of the best phones around. So um, you know, you can't go wrong, Viper Boy. And Grapple Pearl says, Gabriel, don't say that about DX the cat. Thank you, Grapple Pearls. At least, so I'll be welcome. And you won't be welcome in North Carolina. You know that?
All right, I'll bring my matches and burn the house.
Stop looking at your Facebook feed. That guy's watching his Facebook feed.
Well, just in case there's something
Okay?
interesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes Kotaku or Polygon, they post things that are interesting.
Yeah, I know. I get this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
No, I actually I
don't.
do DX news. So all I get in my Facebook is ads for Amazon has those great deals on routers, and it's like, oh really? Oh, okay.
I don't care.
Paul's going really really well, and he's like all cozy now. Unfortunately, the camera's not set right for that, but it's all cozy and it's just like.
Well, yeah, it looks weird what you're doing right now.
I know it looks weird. There, look, there's a little cat head here. Here we go. Look at that. Come here. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you to a lot of people. Here, let's go. Here we go. That looks even weirder, but that is DX the cat. Usual position when he wants to, just come over. So, it's almost sexy, but we won't say it. Don't play with his tail.
What? I can play with my tail, but not with his?
Oh man, this is going out of hand here. Please ask questions, do something. What else do we have? I wanna.
I think it is time we try to end this show.
Carol, please. We're talking about actually if my nephew wants, but I would like to I think it'd be cool to have some kind of other show also that we could add and do stuff. I'm such in a mood of like everything or nothing that
No, it's him that's fat.
DX is not fat.
Oh, you're making me think, by the way, about some news I didn't think about.
Yep.
The E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo,
Yep.
which is in June, will, for the first time, have public attendees. They're selling
I did see that.
15,000 tickets for the public.
I did see that.
Usually the E3 is for the industry people and investors and all people related to the gaming industry.
You know what's scary
But
about that?
there will be 15,000 tickets on sale.
You know what's scary about that? Is that it's going to do like the Consumer Electronics Show. The Consumer Electronics Show in the 80s was mostly the place where people that wanted to show their products or their innovation would go and hope to have maybe contracts and everything.
And
today it's like consumer oriented, and it lost its.
I know that the conferences before the E3 won't be open to the public, but the question is, will the conferences or not be open to the public? The developers who gives interview, will you be able to talk to them if you're from the public? And each year E3 gets around 50,000 people. In 2005 was the peak with almost 80,000, and apparently it was crazy. Okay. That's what's gonna happen this year. Okay. Almost 80,000. What will it looks like? I don't know.
Because the Consumer Electronics Show was a little bit like that, and what happened is that with the years it lost its touch of innovation and everything. And basically, if you look today, pretty much all the tech journalists and companies, they don't really want to be to Consumer Electronics Show anymore. It's like it's just lost what it and they had
And
in the
even when you're there,
past.
making a line for 5 hours just to play 15 minutes of the new Pokemon or the new Uncharted, as a guy from the public, it's not worth it. I prefer to go in, regular conventions in which you have exhibition rooms with, people who sell stuff, a few gaming station, of course, but I'm not sure it's a good thing either. I believe E3 should be reserved, at least the conferences. Maybe the gaming stations, that's something else. But the conferences from Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, EA, Ubisoft, name them, should be exclusively for journalists and people of the industry. That's my take on it.
Can you find what Viper Boy said about the hat shirt?
What?
A little up in the chat.
Um,
Carol, talking about drone delivery, I know that in the UK, Amazon is still working and doing the test on drone deliveries. And I don't know, it's very complex because think about a gazillion number of drones flying around and there's planes and everything. I think it's last week. Last week I had an article where for the first time a plane actually was almost in a collision course with a drone. I don't know. It's a really complex issue.
If it's a drone transporting my PlayStation, I don't want a plane to crash in it.
And you know what? There's one thing here we have, and I don't know if everywhere, like here where we get a package from Canada Post, and it's we're not here. They actually like bring it back to the post office, and we have to go and fetch it. I'm not sure I want to buy a $1,000 computer and have it left on my doorstep.
Isn't that already what Post Canada do?
Nope, not in most cases. Not here, at least.
I don't know. I've seen boxes of like a
I
few
have
$100 left
I have
in
seen,
front of my
but
doorstep.
I don't know. It's a complex issue. I can tell you that.
They ring the bell, and when you want to answer, they already left. Why do they ring at the first place if they don't want you to answer?
You know what? Somebody told me one thing about like self-driving trucks.
Or
Somebody told me, oh well, self-driving trucks means that maybe somebody's gonna steal the content of the trucks. And my answer to that was, well, it's just one driver. Nobody is, one driver is not impossible to take down to steal a truck. I don't see any difference between a self-driving truck or a one-driver truck. It doesn't change anything. As for delivery, it is a little, I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah, Man Radio DX, it's possible. I don't know.
You know what? One of my biggest issues sometimes when they come to deliver it to you, you find this little card that tells you go to the post office to get your package, but they never rang at your door. It's like they came, they put it the card.
Yeah.
And what? I was home the whole time.
Yeah.
What? Bad breath?
Yeah, bad DX. Paul the cat has bad breath.
But the delivery guy is leaving the card telling you to go to the post office, but he never rang at your door with the box.
Actually, Paul the cat says he was bored at our.
But what is that? I don't.
You have to ring the doorbell, okay? At least.
Don't tell me to go to the post office when the truck was in front of me if you didn't even ring.
No, you gotta ring. That's a minimum.
That happened to me quite a few times.
That's a minimum.
And I'll just go back to see if I'm still a little guy.
It's not even tuna bread. It's like, DX the cat bread. It's cat bread. That's it. Yeah, well, when I don't know. I think what's sad about drone delivery and everything is that it's clearly a way of taking out the it's of taking out the jobs of a lot of people. It's but there's one thing I gotta say. I don't know about you, but how many people how many people have received something from a delivery company that was broken down because they're just careless about packages, even when it says fragile, even when it says you got to be handled with care, and it's just all broken up. And you know what? They are their own problem. Where I used to work before, I was a boss there, and we had delivery of glass items. And I can tell you that is that they arrived at the destination broken so many times, and we had really big, really good packaging. And I think one of the major issues with the delivery companies is that if they cannot handle packages with care, they are their only reason why Amazon wants a drone. Amazon wants to, have their own delivery service because a drone will probably handle with carrier package, and the number of broken items will probably be much, much less of a problem by drone delivery. So that's one of the ideas behind it. Oh, and Gabriel just took a
Yes.
behind the scenes look.
If anyone wants to know what is our setup behind the scenes
Oh man,
from the
really?
couch,
Did you take everything, like the computers and everything?
everything,
Wow. Okay.
go on facebook.com/fromthecouchofficial.
Okay.
I will post a picture right now about what it looks like
Oh my God.
in our setup. facebook.com/fromthecouchofficial. I will even post it in the chat.
That's exactly
right
what I was saying, Grapple Pearls. You know what? Deliveries are really, really. Delivery companies are bad. I'm sorry. They are just handling packages like and throwing them like it's like a ball. And you know what? I'm sorry, but the main reason for that is that idea. You know what? If shelves clothes everywhere. If everything, would come and be okay at your doorstep, we wouldn't be talking about maybe all of these people will lose their jobs because of drone delivery. Because I think that if you could always have a safe delivery from point A to point B, we wouldn't be talking about that. I gotta say one thing. I ordered my 50-inch TV from Amazon, and the only thing I was scared about is that from Amazon Toronto to Montreal here, will my TV still be in one piece?
Oh my God.
And that's the only thing that I was thinking about. And you know what? Delivery companies need to reassess themselves and say, okay, what is wrong with our service? And why is there so many broken packages that arrive at destination? I mean, on eBay, I remember ordering. Look, a few years back, I was ordering tons and tons of things on eBay, and I gotta say, so many items that, and the problem with that is, yeah, you can take insurance, but have you ever seen insurance? Insurance for delivery companies is like really, really expensive. And it's like nobody takes it because it's more expensive to take insurance than to just like say, okay, I'll just forget about it. And basically, I'm going to tell you one thing is that, wow, there needs to be a change in deliveries, that's for sure, and the way that things are done. So it's time for the last beer.
Well, yeah, anyway. The show's gonna end.
Why not?
Probably
Yeah, we're
quite
soon, yeah. So, Mario the Xer, yeah, Ring Video Doorbell is not bad actually. A Ring Video Doorbell is actually a nice product. And you know what? A Ring Video Doorbell, there was a statistics that showed that people that have Ring Video doorbells, man, that was something.
I didn't even touch the corking.
It just boom.
Whoa!
Wow, that's the one that fell on the floor.
Well, you know what? That's what happens every day with me.
Oh my God. So basically, what we have is is anyways, Ring Video doorbells. Just statistics show that they are actually yeah, it's biggest pop of the night. Yep, it's half of anybody that has a Ring Video doorbell, it's like half the stolen goods, half the burglars and everything. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, beer just came. So we ordered beer. Everybody's saying it's nice picture, by the way. Carol says nice setup. Hey, thanks. It's a basic setup, but it works. That's the important thing. It works. And so Mad Radio DXer, does anyone have a 4K TV, and what does 1080p content look like? I play games at 1080p and don't want it to look rubbish on a 4K if I get one. Well, wow, that's a good question. I mean, 4K has much more pixels, which means looking at 1080p content on a 4K might look a little more rubbish. So what's up with the wig on the coffee table? It's not a wig, it's a plant. But don't ask, Fastlone. You know what? If it would be for just me, that plant would be gone for a long time ago. Okay? Don't ask questions about that. Okay? There are things in life that you have no control. The plant is one of them.
Oh well.
But
yeah.
I don't know.
4K,
I don't know. It's a really good question.
I'm still not interested.
Watching 1080p content on a 4K TV. That's really.
Honestly, I'm still not interested in 4K TVs because 1080p is already.
Well, 1080p is really good.
Really good. And
4K,
4K and 8K is coming relatively soon anyway.
I've seen something where at Microsoft they have really high setups, and I actually saw some kind of device that was 4K, and and I saw that same device do some regular gaming at 1080p and some 4K stuff. I thought the 1080p still looked nice, but I would say that it is a little off, and but I thought it would look nice. I don't know. It's a very good question. You got Mad Radio DXer, and there's I don't think nobody has an answer because nobody has that capability really yet. Somebody I know asked me the other day, should I buy a 4K TV? And I said, well, there's no 4K content. And he already has a really nice.
That's the issue.
And the worst is he's got a really nice 70-inch TV. That's 1080p. And I was like, man, keep your TV.
Yeah.
If I was really dishonest, I could have had a 70-inch TV for free. But at least I'm a good person, so I told him, keep your TV. There's not enough 4K content yet. Even in 1080p, I'm sorry, but
suddenly I feel dishonest.
Do you see when you're watching Netflix that when it's there's a lot of different little colors, how it's pixelated because there's too much compression? You haven't noticed that?
No, because I don't care.
Well, I care. I always see the pixelation, so I'm like, okay, too much compression here.
No, I don't care.
I care. It's not nice. There's
Well,
too much compression.
when it gets down to 480,
It's like cable.
If there's too much
Cable
compression,
TV has too much compression.
if there's too much compression, it's like 480i. Okay, but it's compression to 720p. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't.
Careful when corking. We almost saw a cork go into Gabe's.
Nah. You don't want to know about my corking.
Like that, no. But yeah, exactly, Fastload. That's the thing. You watch something on cable or on Netflix, and you're like, oh my god. I only see. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. But all I see is the compression. It's like, okay, that's ugly. I'm sorry. It's 1080p, but it's ugly.
I don't know this. I don't care.
You know what? You will care. You know when? When I show you and you're like, oh my god, and then you're going to see it all the time. You're going to say, okay, thank you, Gilles, for ruining my HD experience.
For ruining my life?
Yeah.
Oh, you ruined it 18 years ago anyway.
Oh, please, please, please.
You know when we were alone in this cabin in the wood?
That sounds so weird. That sounds so weird. You know, Fastload sees it too, but I know that me and Fastload are a little peculiar on things we see and things we do, but...
Except once at the beach.
You know, I look at it on the... oh yeah, over-the-air signal is almost the top you can have. Anybody that puts rabbit ears on their HD TV, I don't know any, but anybody that puts rabbit ears on the HD TV, if you get the over-the-air signal, there's almost no compression there. It's like that's the best 1080p signal you can have. So, you know what's the problem with 4K or any TV that you see in a Best Buy or whatever? Is very often the company that makes the HD TV wants to have their own demo that always looks pretty cool.
Well, of course.
But once you bring it home and watch TV, you're like, okay, that's not what was in the store. Hey,
isn't that like anything you buy?
Just a question. Anybody ever use these TV guys that calibrate your TV? Would you use that?
There is the option menu on my TV, which does the job pretty well. You know, anyway, when I calibrate my TV, I take like a video game I know really well.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, for the colors and stuff and brightness, this game I know well. So I know what it should look like. I set it and then bring my colors and brightness to the standards I'm used to.
You know, I've been to a friend's house and the guy paid like $200 for a guy to calibrate his TV.
I don't want to know your friend.
And I sit down and I looked at the TV. It's like, okay, it looks boring and drab and no colors and no nothing. And he says, well, that's the way it should be. And my answer was, shouldn't a TV be the way you like it, not the way it should be? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Fastload, have you calibrated your TV? Fastload, have you calibrated your TV? You would be the guy to do that. So have you? And yes, $200. The guy got there with like a computer and colors that would appear on the TV and that little thing that would like, okay, that's the exact color that it should appear and so on. And he played with the settings. Come on. Come on.
Anything else to say?
I just play with the stuff, the controls and stuff. So, well, lightning hit the house back in July. This year, Gribble Pearls? Ouch. Ouch. Okay, Fastload, do you think it's important to calibrate your TV? Am I just, I'm at the, what the hell? Exactly.
Oh well, when these silent.
I know, Mad Radio DXer, I can do it. So, anyways,
when the silence moment comes, I think it's because we don't have
Silent
much
moments.
left to say.
What's silent moments? So, hey, we're gonna wrap it up already. You know what? It's like time flies. It's like you just arrived,
If
2 minutes ago.
If everybody gives $1 every hour, we're gonna stay here for 24 hours. Promise. You game?
That is a really.
Are you game? $1 every hour.
That would be something. A 24-hour run.
We need $5 an hour, and we stay here 24 hours. I'm
Okay.
game. I'm game.
Yeah, Grapple Pearls. That's something. I had somebody I knew that had lightning hit his home. Actually, the lightning hit the electricity pole just in front of his house, and he was telling me that even the light bulbs that were shut down lit up blue because the switches are so close in the connections that the electricity jumped the connections, and everything in his home blew up, even everything that was shut down, except he was telling me except two things. His refrigerator did not, and his washer and dryer did not. But these are more like heavy duty stuff. Anyways. So thanks everybody. It's really cool to have this show every
Always fun to be
Thursday
here.
evenings. And
Or afternoons, depending on where you are.
Tonight, I will, with my co-host, talk about possibility of adding something. And we, of course, are here every Thursdays. We are here. Sorry, I was kind of.
Where are you?
I was in the chat room here. So we're here every Thursdays, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the eastern coast of North America.
Eastern Standard Time.
And 2100 hours UTC for the time it lasts, because when we change our time zones, everything is going to change. But you know what? We're having a lot of fun doing this show. You having fun?
Always.
It's pretty cool to do this.
Always.
It's like,
I'm looking forward to Thursday every week. It's like the moment
Same
of the
here.
week when I'm happy.
You know what? I'm really honest when I say this.
I'm happy to be happy.
Since you are participating in a show with me, I've kind of regained that positive outlook on doing shows. I'm really, really, really happy. And here I am as a...
Yo.
What? Oh, you did?
I don't know.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I did a finger. And so, love you guys. You know what? It's really cool to be here. We're here every week. So, anything you want to plug for your own little stuff and your channel? And
Well, if you like gaming, superhero stuff, Japanese anime, anything that's not related to computers, basically, you can follow my channels at The Proud Geek. Just search in your YouTube bar The Proud Geek. You will see my face somewhere. I do a lot news, gaming news show every day, and I would like to reach this magical number of 500 subscribers to get my old channel
How many
name.
are now?
55.
55? Okay. 55. Okay.
If I could reach,
One day they'll reach 28,000 like I am.
Share, whether it's mine or his or ours videos, share them on your Facebook and Twitter with your friends. Tell them you like what we do and you wish us to continue doing this. Because, it looks easy from your side, but you guys don't know how much work we put on this.
I think they do know a lot of work we do. And,
if you don't do it, you don't know it.
It's I've it's funny because Really, I've changed my life in order to do all of this.
I've been watching some live shows on my on my own for some times, and I thought of, oh yeah, it looks like a lot of work, but then I get here where I have to do it,
eh?
and it's nothing compared to what I thought it was.
The first week we did our show here, he looked at me and said, "Uncle, now I know what you're going through with,
Oh yeah,
doing the videos and the live shows and how you have to, really have a discipline, and because it's hard and it's like, yeah, absolutely, you really need a discipline because it's easy. I could be that YouTube guy that just says, well, the hell with it. I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing this tomorrow. But you know what? I've been very consistent in the past years. It's like most of the shows are always there when I need to do them. My news bulletin is there every day. And you know what?
Do you think I really wanted to do it after the Super Bowl? Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like we do something and we do it with discipline, and because actually, I wouldn't do this if I didn't love what I do. This is so cool.
Yeah.
This is so cool. A friend of my brother's, his dad, finally, called him, and they haven't been talking years. And he asked my brother, "What is your brother doing?" And yes, Sylvain. And he told him, my brother does YouTube videos and live shows on YouTube for a living, because it's the main living right now for me. And the first real answer he got is that is so cool, because that is cool. For a lot of people that is cool.
Mm.
So
when you do this, you need the motivations. You need
absolutely.
Need the discipline. But you know what? Most of all, you need to tell yourself, I'm gonna be the best of them all. If your goal, I believe it was a PGA commercial that says, if your goal is only to be one of the best, you're never gonna make it.
Cheers.
If your goal is only to be one of the best,
cheers,
you're never gonna make it. You need to be the best.
So you know what? We're enjoying what we do. I hope you are enjoying what we do. And now I think we have to eat some food.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
And do some stuff. Yeah,
we have to talk.
Like, when you drink alcohol and it's getting like it's 4 minutes. It's gonna be 7 p.m. local time. So it's like we have to eat something, or else we're gonna just So anyways, thanks everybody for being here. Thank you, Monsieur Gabriel.
Always
Merci beaucoup.
Un plaisir.
And you know what? Thank you all, guys and girls, for being here. It's a privilege to do this show for you. And support us if you like our shows. And thank you for all that have already supported us. It's always a really cool moment to be here. Bye, everybody.
Live long and prosper.
Just to pull a little plug, next show is next Tuesday. We have Tech Show, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 2000 hours UT, where he might be there. It's possible. And of course, on the Insiders channel, we have the Windows 10 Insiders Hour at 6 p.m., where, if he's there on the first, he's probably going to be there on the other one. And then we have next Tuesday. What's next? No, Thursday, sorry. Next Thursday. What's next Thursday? What do we have on Thursdays?
From the Couch Show.
Oh, from the couch. Cool.
But what news? I don't know, because we're still today.
Okay. It's still, the night is still young, as they say.
Oh, boy.
So take care, everybody. Love you all. And see you soon. Merci.
Ça fait plaisir.
And don't worry about don't worry, Grapple Pearls. No Patriot stuff in next videos. Bye.